Hello and welcome back to Dial H for Heroclix. I'm your host, Kalder and Ian. This episode is going to be our big X-Men 97 set review.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun time. This is episode 575. Howdy, howdy. Let's get rowdy.
This is our set review. It's the X-Men.
Or whatever, however
Colin
it goes.
doesn't like the X-Men.
Ian
Ian doesn't like the X-Men.
Yeah.
But they both think their costumes are cool.
Really cool.
We're going to review. No,
I don't even know the rest of it. That's so much.
It's like the dun 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 dun.
X-Men, Brotherhood, X-Men.
X-Men.
Sentinel, chase, Cyclops, or something. I don't know. Hey guys,
Set
what's
review.
up? Magneto is coming in at 70 points here. He is just like Hulk from Smash and Destroy. If you've seen him, he has a trait where he can basically advance to somebody. Yeah, he's purple. He is purple.
Hey, there you go.
So he has Xavier's memory. For all characters with this trait, when an opposing character KOs a friendly character with the X-Men keyword, after resolutions, you may replace Magneto with a character named Magneto of 100 points or less on the same click number. There's an uncommon Magneto that does some fun tricks when he's replaced. This one has telekinesis, and he can take ranged terrain actions as free, which is pretty cool, actually, in sealed. He's a leadership, he's a barrier. He can toss them at you for free.
He's just like Pile Driver, too.
He is like Pile Driver, yeah.
But yeah, sidestep barrier,
really
leadership,
simple.
70, little X-Men action.
I like Magnetos that move terrain versus just have like Pulse Wave, Pensai, whatever.
Overcosted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of him actually like, ooh, I can think of him moving a metal thing and hitting me with it, right? I think that's cool. I think it's very thematic. So I like this guy. He can be replaced, obviously, with a ton of different Magnetos, but when we get to the uncommon, we'll talk about him. But for 70 points, you could also say the uncommon only costs 70 points and not 100, depending on how you play him, which is kind of fun.
I don't love this Magneto costume, I'll be honest.
Wow, really? People loved seeing this in the show.
I like his red and purple.
That's true. I mean, that's better. That's the best Magneto costume. You got
I
it
don't
right
really
the
dig
first
this
time.
one.
Yeah,
exactly. You got it right.
But people were excited for this look. Yeah, I don't really love this one.
And then when they
either.
make that one black, it's like, oh,
dude, the black and white versions of it are so sick. I love those.
Next up, we have Jean Grey. Not a whole lot going on here. She just has, we don't know when Sinister switched us at 50, which is when she starts the game, you may replace her with the 016 Madeline Pryor. And if you don't, you get to generate a Cyclops bystander. So for 50 points, she's a flyer, mind control, TK, prob, some ESD. The bystander she makes is pretty solid. It's a sidestep with RCE, so 6, 10, 17, 3. 10 for 3, so 11 for 4 from
Puts
range.
in some good work in sealed, I gotta say.
But it's a bummer that my favorite part of this figure is like the bystander that she conditionally generates at the beginning of the game. Don't love this Jean Grey. Her alternate card, however, though, is pretty dang cool, which is friendly characters with the X-Men keyword have safeguard mind control. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword is given a costed action, if Jean Grey has no action tokens, you may instead give the action token for that action to Jean Grey. So she can eat up actions for your team. She also has mind control as free, but only if Jean Grey has 2 action tokens. And then when Jean Grey uses mind control, if a friendly character is named Storm, after resolutions deal each hit character 1 penetrating damage. So you could have one of your X-Men move out, give Jean Grey the token, have Jean Grey take an action to like TK, and then you could carry her. She could mind control somebody, deal some free pen. She's
you could also use Rogue to proc her.
Oh, true.
Yeah, there's also some fun ways.
To her in a minute.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, she's pretty solid overall. Like the alternate cards, I think are really sick. And this is, I don't know, probably about like medium strength as far as they go. It's really solid, but again, 50 points for like what she does. You can just find cheaper packages for it. And also, I just don't really like Jean Grey. She's okay.
Never been a huge Jean Grey guy.
So I probably won't play this one. I love this next one, though.
I love Cyclops in this costume, anyways. He's not the best written character. In X-Men 97, that was probably the best writing I've ever seen for Cyclops.
Worst written.
Probably. Oh, he's a huge jerk. He's a huge butthole every single time. It's like, how can anyone like this guy? Genuinely. I think this costume is sick, though. I love this classic Jim Lee Cyclops costume, but he's got see you on the ground. At the beginning of your second turn, you may place Cyclops up to 4 squares away from your starting area. If you do, place up to 7 friendly characters with the X-Men keyword adjacent to him. Give each other character placed this way an action token. So this could be either a game reset or a cool way to like pseudo turn to alpha, get a little ground up on there. You can put everybody on square 5, I guess, which is pretty cool. And then he's got destroys blocking when he shoots through it, running shot, willpower, leadership, top dial, full dial of leadership, which I'd like for Cyclops. And then his special attack power modulated blast just gives him straight up knockback, which I also prefer. Cyclops doesn't shoot lasers. He shoots like, they describe it like a bus hitting you, the optic blast. So I like the idea of it just being knockback, not precision strike, not Pensai. It gets Pensai later. But I prefer just like a knockback power for Cyclops, like thematic wise.
Sure.
So pretty cool. He does a lot of work in sealed. I do like this one.
Something I learned about that is because of the way it says you can place Cyclops up to 4 squares away from your starting area. If he was in like one corner of the map, you could put him 4 squares up on like the opposite side of the map or opposite side of your starting area.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So like over 16, up 4.
Yeah, right.
Or up 5, I suppose.
It's pretty solid.
Which is actually really cool.
I do dig that. And then the alternate card for this Cyclops has probably some of the funniest lines, I would say. Would you expect black leather? That was a great line in the show. When establishing theme teams, you may choose a friendly character to gain the X-Men keyword. This game, that character has X-Men. Insane. This used to be a power tied to a 150-point Magneto to turn someone X-Men. Or it was like some weird Araco shenanigans, right? Mm-hmm. And then Steve Rogers did it, but he had a 50-point cap to turn someone like Avengers. So the fact that it is just like, 50 points, I can make
they don't
anyone
even have to be
X-Men.
Standard either?
No, it's kind of nuts. So I don't know what shenanigans will totally come of random whoever character being an X-Man, but it's pretty freaking cool. It's pretty good. And then he's got, let's show these toasters. His new version of his special attack power is Pensai. When Cyclops or an adjacent friendly character, the X-Men keyword, attacks characters with colossal or robot or sentinel keywords, they can't use stop. Pretty cool. Pretty classic that a lot of sentinels and giants, or colossals, have stop clicks. So they just get to blow right through that. Pretty cool alternate card.
Yeah, I don't think there's a ton of characters. I can't actually think of one that turns somebody colossal, but it's like if you could turn an opposing character colossal and then just burn through them,
that'd be sick.
Like there's Ant-Man who makes him giant, but I don't know about that one. But I think both Cyclops are very good. Another note on him is he has the marksman keyword, so free trick arrows. You can never deny that. That's pretty cool. Leech, probably the most meta common we've seen in a while. This is nuts. 15 points. He's outwit. Characters within 4 squares can't use team abilities. Only 3 clicks long, but I think you're going to be able to get your point across in those 3 clicks. You move him up, strip somebody of power cosmic. You guys know the rest. It's out the door. This figure is fantastic.
Really, really, really strong.
Morlocks keyword for all your Morlock theme teams. But he also has X-Men. So X-Men, I think he's the glue of. Very, very, very solid. There's not a whole lot to say other than if team abilities are ever prevalent, if Prime Lobo ever starts running the scene.
Yeah.
You can pull up to the scene with no steal and miss.
I think just being like, I have outwit, you don't have cosmic energy anymore. That in and alone is an insane 15-point investment. Like, it's great.
Really, really good.
I will say, I do wish these like bubble abilities where it's like within X squares would be limited a little bit more. 4 seems like a lot on the small map nowadays after playing a few sealeds against Leech. So I feel like maybe a 3 or 2 would be a little better.
Still be great.
Yeah. It would still be great, but like wouldn't feel as crazy. Next up, we have White Suit Gambit from the Gala. Ooh, brutal.
Man.
He is probably from one of the most iconic parts of the show, one of the coolest moments of the show. And then, he does what he does. So the name is Gambit, mon ami. When Gambit is KO'd by an opposing character, after resolutions, you may deal damage to that character equal to the number of standard characters in your KO area. That character has Colossal or the robot or sentinel keyword. The damage dealt is penetrating. This trait is protected pulse wave. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's all he does. Wow, that's brutal. Really, really, really tough version of Gambit for being like the coolest scene probably, I would say, in the entire show is when he blows up like Master Mold 2.0 on Genosha.
I don't know. I think I can think of one scene cooler.
I can't think of a scene cooler. I know what you're saying. I'm not going to look at you. I know what you're...
What do you... No, not...
I
that's
not
not
what
what
you're
I'm...
implying.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of 9.
Oh, that actually is a cooler scene.
Yeah, it's way cooler.
I forgot about 9.
But then the scene cooler than that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll get to that.
So I don't know. This Gambit is just not as cool as he really should be. He should be
70 points for this.
He should be moving around like crazy because you should think like the essence of him on his motorbike, right? Like he should be moving around on his motorbike, going crazy, blasting people, taking out little sentinels, doing more. Yeah, just period.
For what we've seen in this set up to this point already, I know this is figure.
I also wish he could trigger this.
But wow, yeah, I know, right?
Because that's what he does in the show. Like it is like, oh yeah, he's totally going to die, but he kind of goes out on his own terms there. So
Gambit, spoiler for the reviews if you guys haven't listened to any others, it doesn't get any better for Gambit.
Yeah.
It gets like slightly better for Gambit, but not by much.
I will say, just while we're on a Gambit note, what made me happy was after listening to the Generation Click set review, Ryan Redmond kind of goes off on the end in a little silly bit that he does. If you haven't listened to it, I won't spoil it. But he does say, if Gambit or Captain America ever fought, Gambit would probably win. I'm like, actually, there's comic book proof that he would not win. Cap, like,
how would Gambit beat?
That's
Captain
what I was saying too. I'm like, are you? Yeah. So in AVX, I forget what issue it is, but I found all the scans online, sent it to him, and I think probably made Ryan's day seeing that Gambit could easily get beat by Captain America. Now there were some cool back and forth cards. There. Yeah, I know. Exactly right.
A shield.
Yeah.
That's an easy. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, Cap closes the gap, and it's like Gambit's not exactly.
When he closes the gap, yeah, he just like pins him. He could just typewriter him, just like touch his chest a bunch again. You done, Gambit? Beat older brother Gambit so hard. All right, next up is Jubilee, who is only 40 points. Mojoverse and X-Men keywords. See the Mojoverse keyword again, kind of fun.
There is a lot of goofy Mojoverse stuff.
I'm totally done with Mauls as a special power. She sees through, hindering. 4-range double target for this. She has Energy Explosion. Jubilee deals penetrating damage to opposing characters with the robot keyword. For 40 points, already better than like what that Gambit did.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's got running shot, she has Energy Explosion.
Running person that like ranged throws explosive stuff of the X-Men. I know Jubilee's better.
I mean, Gambit's
for sure.
No,
I'm just making a joke.
Absolutely
I'm just
not.
making a joke.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I'm standing on business.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty simple, just running shot, Energy Explosion piece. This next one, I do want to clear some things up because I've heard a lot of discussion, I've read a lot of discussion on this. I don't think this works how people think it works, and so I do have to reference a super rare for this.
Oh.
But this is a really cool ability.
Miss Abisca.
I really like this. So this is the alternate for Jubilee. She has the extra life trait, which is when Jubilee starts the game, add an extra life token to your sideline. When Jubilee would be KO'd, you may remove any extra life token from your sideline. If you do, instead turn her to click number 2. So in this instance, extra lives can revive Jubilee. There's another super rare that says when you use an extra life token, you can revive an X-Man, but you have to bring Abscissa out, the person who does it.
Yeah.
So people are talking about stacking extra life tokens with Jubilee, but I don't see how you can use another extra life
after
token.
You bring her out, I don't think you can.
So you'd have to be in a situation where you like couldn't bring Abscissa out, which how are you even, what are you talking about? And you're dying, and then you could use the second one, and then Abscissa comes out. All I'm saying is like stacking the extra life tokens, like inherently the extra life tokens don't do anything. It's Jubilee and Abscissa that give them an ability.
Give them a
So you can't stack them to like double revive an X-Man. But there is, don't worry, I've got workarounds. And when we get to this figure, I'm dibsing talking about it.
For sure. That's funny.
But she also has Gamer Girl and a Gamer World.
Are you like really a Gamer Girl? No way.
Was this Fortnite?
Is this Fortnite? You want to put on my Fortnite Battle Pass?
Energy Explosion and Pensai. When Jubilee hits with a ranged attack, hit characters have a range of 0 until your next turn. It's kind of fun. Again, just like looking at this dial compared to Gambit, this is just better.
Yeah, she's gaming.
Gambit, we're gonna
Jubilee gaming.
He's gonna catch some hate, but Jubilee's solid.
That's what happens.
2 thumbs up.
Next, Jubilee is 006B. We have Little Miss Jubilee, who's blinded by the light. Gives her stealth, and opposing characters in range can't use improved targeting hindering terrain. She has 5 range. She has sidestep, smoke cloud, willpower, some shape change, some enhancement later. It's kind of fun. It's kind of crazy that 25 points is like 6 clicks of life. She's keeping, like, she can keep herself stealth, and the rest of the team, she can sidestep around, drops in the smoke, and then you can't use for how low ranges are nowadays. Yeah. That's pretty good. Or at the very least, a hindering bonus for like +1 if they don't like all have stealth. So pretty cool tech Jubilee, I guess. It's
someone to
funny.
give like a bloodstone to, because it's like, do you really
yeah.
want to hit me for 6 damage? And like that's you have to commit a bit to do 6 damage. Sure, you can do it to her.
Yeah.
But then if she hits shape change, it's like, oh my gosh. Like one shape change in this piece is
dude, I'm so mad.
more annoying.
Dude.
It's like I was planning to kill you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to die if I hit you.
She's not super one-shottable, just being 6 clicks. It's kind of wild to have like a 25-point fear, just that deep of a dial. It's not like invulnerability all dial, but still, it's just kind of a lot of clicks.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it really is.
It's annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
If you give her toughness or something, I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Certainly ways to make
put the
her...
destroyer armor on her.
There you go.
Give her invulnerability +2 defense.
Really
unison, annoying.
All Heroclix players, let's hear it. Destroyer armor is good on this figure.
Wow.
All right. Next up is Beast, who he was actually at Worlds.
Kind of reminds me, yeah.
It reminds me of a certain Texas player, Mr. Diego.
I think so.
But Beast is coming in at 60 or 30, and he has Mnemonic Scrambler, which is when Beast attacks, targeted characters with Colossal or the Robot or Sentinel keyword can't positively modify their combat values until your next turn. Man, with this Sentinel OP kit coming out, if you were to play like these standard X-Men against these Sentinels, I feel like they just get dunked on. They have so many abilities to just dunk Sentinels.
Oh, yeah.
Which is sick.
Which is good. That's just thematic. That just makes sense, right?
He also has Salutations and Welcome, which is Outwit support. Comes in at 60 or 30. On the 60 line, he's got Sidestep, Precision, Senses, that special. He also has Charge Blades, Combat Reflexes, and then the special on his lower dial. So I feel like his lower dial is just kind of better.
Yeah, I think I'd go with that.
He has improved movement, elevated, and characters. I guess Sidestep I'd prefer to have.
Sidestepping around for like support, but man, saving 30 points.
Saving 30 points, you could play 2.
True.
And then the alternate card has a very interesting ability, which is when Beast hits a character with the Robot or Sentinel keyword with a close attack, after resolutions he may use Mind Control as free, but only to target that character, so he can like take control of the robots.
Oh, I like
totally
that.
Fun.
Yeah.
Then he has friendly characters have X-Men, so just all friendly characters get the X-Men TA. And when they use it, if they have it printed on their base instead of rolling, the result is a 6.
Ooh, nice.
There's a few characters that can take advantage of that in this set. And then his damage power, instead of Outwit support, switches to Outwit Perplex. So at 30 points, Outwit Perplex for the X-Men, and you're making it so you automatically succeed on the X-Men TA. I know that that's not like crazy because it is an action to do, but in situations where that's good, that's probably pretty good. So I dig this piece. A cheap Outwit Perplex, and then he's a Charge Blades 11, like he could do some surprise damage. Solid beast.
Absolutely. Prime Sentinel is our first expendable goon of the set. He's 50 and 15. His expendable goon dial is a sidestep, quake, willpower, shape change, or he's a sidestep kind of close combat expert invulnerability.
Also
piece.
A flyer.
He does also fly, which is huge to note in like sealed and stuff. Sentinel robots, and of course the Underworld team ability. His expendable goon ability is on a 1 through 3, you just give a character that KO'd them an action token, and then on a 4 through 6, you generate a character with the expendable goon trait on the 15-point line. Pretty simple. Just giving out action tokens. Huh?
He's got Underworld too.
Yeah, nice. I said Underworld.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
My bad. So yeah, he's...
pretty simple. Pretty good goon, though. I like a goon that has some form of like movement, He can come out, he can maybe quake some people. Maybe, hit some shape changes when he comes back to life. He's just pretty simple.
I'll be honest, I don't really like the look of the Prime Sentinels either.
No.
So that... I know that's such
people
a dumb
being
reason.
taken over, you mean?
Yeah. That's a dumb reason to like not like them, but I just don't really like the look of them as a Sentinel fan, and that's literally just me. This next one is a Poison Mastermind support piece, which is like,
this guy's annoying.
I don't know, surprisingly like solid.
This guy's really annoying. He's good.
And then 1 through 3 he gets to generate a Prime Sentinel, so you're getting a goon no matter what with him, and 4 through 6 you're picking an expendable goon trait. So you just pick him again. Right?
Yeah.
You can just generate another one.
Generate another one.
And
support poison, like, ugh.
The game of
this dude's crazy
Russian
annoying.
nesting dolls.
And then another expendable goon, we have the Friend of Humanity, who also has Underworld. They have this weird flurry in-cap Empower line at the bottom, which is kind of cool if they're like already in the thick of it, which is neat, or like a sidestep Empower Blades piece. So 1 through 3 is deal the character that KO'd them 1 damage, and if that character is X-Men, the damage is unavoidable. which I really like. I think that's
nice.
pretty sick. And then, 4 through 6, you generate another expendable goon person. So I like the Friend of Humanity. I think they're pretty solid. I like the big swing differences from the low line to the top line. I think that's fun.
I mean, the fact that he's 12 attack with Empower and Flurry, I really like
with 0 damage. For incapacitate.
But
okay,
you give him wild card via is it like the flute?
The flute, the chameleon flute, yeah.
Now you're copying something like Sinister Syndicate. I know they have 12 attacks to borrow.
True. Okay, sure, yeah.
But then
that's funny.
Yeah, you can kind of beef up people at like a lower cost. You maybe don't have to put your Mysterio at risk. You could send this out.
Okay.
So like say Mysterio were to generate like 3 illusions. You could run this guy out next to him and give them all 12s without risking your Mysterio or something. I see that 12 attack, and I'm immediately like, man, flashback to Flash just handing out 12s with Iron Spider.
So beautiful.
Which is not what this is, but close enough, right? This next one, very interesting take on Wolverine. He's a 9-click dial.
It is.
60 or 35. He has rapid healing, which is when Wolverine uses the X-Men TA after resolutions heal him 1 click. So, like, think about that with Beast. Now he's a pretty solid healing battery. Like, you always...
Oh, he's always going to heal himself, yeah.
So, like, when you use it, yeah, he like doesn't take damage and he heals. So you're healing 2, so you can get some more value out of that. It's not horrible, right? And then he has a full dial of invul. And friendly characters with the X-Men keyword can use Mastermind, but only to choose Wolverine. He has that for his first 5 clicks. He ends clicks 6 through 9 with regen. Honestly, for 60 points, it's a little steep. He's not doing much outside of that. He's just a sidestep precision piece. But like, I like it. For 35 points, a one-time Mastermind use that he can probably heal onto is not terrible.
I played him in Sealed. I won our pre-release event using this guy. I think having him take a few hits for the team is pretty dang solid. In Sealed, I don't think he has a crazy amount of use outside of it, though.
A Wolverine that just serves as a punching bag, though, that's crazy.
That's tough. That's a real ego check for Logan here. Not an ego check, though, is that he is the secret common Chase, which is pretty crazy cool. The explosive purple claws Wolverine here. So he has a special speed power called Explosive Sprint Charge, but you don't have speed if a friendly character is named Gambit, and it also gives him Passenger 1. So kind of like Gambit was riding on Wolverine's back there. His special attack power for his entire dial is kinetically charged claws. Blade's Claw's Fangs, when Wolverine uses it, after resolutions deal damage equal to half the result to all opposing characters other than the target within 3 squares, and then knock back all opposing characters within 3 squares. Hilarious.
It's a lot of damage. He has a full dial, too.
Yeah.
And 60 points for 9 clicks. The only problem I have with this guy, I bet you can guess it.
Sculpt?
No.
Oh, really? Okay, wow. What is it?
You have to play a character named Gambit.
Oh, and the Gambits are bad.
And the Gambits are terrible.
They are really bad.
And I think those are currently the only modern Gambits.
Yeah, he's 45 points or like 55 points.
So it's like all the value you'd get out of him. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tied to a Gambit. That is brutal.
I love this Wolverine, though. I think he rocks. I think he's really fun.
There's like an old, like, cool 15-point Gambit, I think, somewhere, though, in like silver. I want to say.
It's 15-point Gambit?
I want to say there is.
You want to say there is?
I want to say there is.
Do you want to lie?
I'm not lying. I'm
15?
Educated wish.
15-point Gambit?
I think it was like the X-Men, what's it called? Xmas set? The XDPS set? Oh, 50. It was Jubilee was 15 points.
I was going to say,
never mind.
I think there was a 15-point.
I thought they all had like a 15-point line.
There's a 28-point one from Explosion.
Hey, there we go.
I mean, you could play him with like the House of X Gambit. That's personally my favorite version of Gambit. Or the Deadpool Weapon X one was pretty solid too. The Hellfire Gala one is not rotated, is it?
It did not rotate, no. So he is actually the cheapest Gambit in Modern right now at 40 points.
Okay,
and he's a Perplex.
Aside. Let's check out what he could help out Wolverine.
He's a Sidestep Stealth, Perplex,
Giant Reach 2. Okay, what's his 5 ability? So when a friendly character with the X-Men keyword hits and a 5/5 was rolled, after resolutions, choose a hit target and deal 1 damage to each opposing character adjacent to that character.
Oh, that's kind of legit.
That's kind of dope.
Dude.
Okay.
If they all get like knocked back close, I guess, to one another and not like totally scattered, though, because that's kind of tough.
Well, no, because like Wolverine also does like he also does AoE damage,
right?
So here, let's cross reference. Oh, you have to...
But he's going to
I
knock
see.
him back.
Oh,
yeah, so it's actually kind of tough.
Okay, but is it after resolutions? Couldn't you
choose a hit target and deal 1 damage to
so
each
you could
opposing
do
character
this first.
adjacent to the target? Oh, yeah, sure, I guess
you
you're right.
do this first and then
is
have
it
Wolverine
not
go off?
Is after resolutions, is that going to be... will that be before knockback? No,
It says,
right?
after resolutions, choose a hit target and deal 1 damage. Wolverine says, after resolutions, deal damage equal to half the result to all opposing characters
And
other
then
than the
knock 'em
target
back.
within 3 squares.
You're right. Yeah, you can choose the order if you're the active player.
That's
so, yeah.
kind of a dope
That is
combo.
kind of
I might
neat.
actually have to pull that out. Okay, we found
Gotta
our
get the
gambit.
Hellfire Club.
Get the Hellfire
That's
Club.
actually so funny.
But
that's Secret Chase Wolverine, and I guess that's how to use him.
pretty cool little hat trick there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, give it a try. That might be a lot of fun. All right, next up we have Rogue. Not the Rogue that we're, thrilled about, but it is
I like
Rogue.
this, actually. I like this one. I think this one's great.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Let me borrow this, sugar. Oh, what could that be?
Not what you think.
A shield of sorts?
No, it's absolutely not.
It could be.
That's not
Could
what
be
the
a boat.
ability
Can I
seems...
borrow your boat?
Not what the ability seems to reference, if you ask me.
Give an adjacent friendly character up to 2 shield tokens.
Yeah.
All right, she has free. Give an adjacent friendly character up to 2 action tokens. For each action token given, choose a standard power that character can use. Rogue can use the chosen power until she chooses again. Comes in at 65 or 50. She's a flyer. Will charge CCE, charge exploit on the lower dial. And then, you can pick up a number of powers. She has 3 range, so can have some versatility
if you
there.
do choose I guess a ranged power. There's that.
I think, copying things like Outwit and Perplex from Beast would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
I chose,
unfortunately, I
I
think
chose
there's
a lot of
better X-Men
flurry.
who copy stuff. Like, there's other X-Men
there?
who copy stuff that are better than this, yeah.
Oh, sure, I guess.
Some that
I think...
morph into others.
Well...
Some that might copy cats.
Yeah, well, that one is nuts.
That one's-
Morph just kind of has his own set of things, though, to choose. Not so
you're
much.
Forgetting.
I am
We'll
forgetting,
get
I
to- we'll
guess.
get to 'em.
But I like this Rogue a lot. I think she's actually very comic accurate. It's probably one of the most comic accurate ways to do her ability of being like, here, let me touch Colossus
you're
really
gonna pass
quick.
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you make you pass out so you can use your
Opening scene of
stuff.
The first X-Men movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
She also has an alternate, which is I will not see any more mutants die, which is unique modifier. Friendly characters that share a keyword with Rogue modify defense +1 for each character in your KO area that shares a keyword with Rogue. That's pretty solid, but again, if you make something like a construct, it gains your keywords. When it dies, it loses it. So you cannot just stack this. Things actually have to die, which, I mean, it makes it okay. I'm sure there's something you could do, like time breakers, right? Oh wait, no, time breakers don't share a keyword though.
No, I don't have any keywords with her, sadly.
Welcome to the X-Men time breaker.
Yeah.
Leading our kind to a new age. I'm not sure what I was just trying to think of something low points.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Leech, 15 point. If that little guy dies.
Something with politician, cheapest X-Men. I don't know. Probably the cheapest thing is 10 or 15 points, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
She also has leadership when Rogue hits, action total +1 this turn. So a little Spider-Man 1776.
True.
Give her something like the lasso in Silver Age, and now she's giving you free actions.
True.
Which is always pretty solid. Oh boy.
Next up, we have Gambits. It broke my heart when I realized that the half-court shot wasn't a trait. It was his special attack power in his last 2 clicks. So that was just brutal. So he's got Benays in basketball. When a friendly character uses X-Men team ability after resolutions, you remove an action token from that character and the character they chose for the X-Men team ability.
Yeah, an action to remove potentially 2.
Yeah, which is nice. I don't know. I guess. It's trying to make X-Men a little more usable, which I think is fair because it's not very usable at all, really.
Yeah.
So they're trying to boost it in the set, and I appreciate that. The half-court shot, which is, again, sadly on his last 2 clicks, is Precision Strike, free once per game, make a range attack with a range of 8 and ignores characters, increase the damage dealt by 1 to each hit target, so it'll be 2 damage, basically, and then he's got triple target. When I first built for a SEAL team, I thought this was just a trait, because it was the first special power listed, and originally had, these 2 Gambits are great, I can just lead by hitting people, the entire team for 2 damage right away. This is amazing. No, not really, because it's on his very last clicks, which is brutal. The next Gambit, I think, is really, really funny. He's maybe not crazy good or anything, but I think he's awesome.
I do love
and I do think he's hilarious. So he's got a trait, How About a Game? for all characters with this
Flavor
trait,
win.
when a absolute flavor win. Oh my gosh, yeah. When a character, friendly or opposing, misses all targets, after resolutions, the player friendly to that character adds a pig token to their sideline. Then, if that player has 3 pig tokens on their sideline, their opponent scores 25 points. Their turn immediately ends, and no characters can use this trait for the rest of the game. That's hilarious. So just once you miss these 3 shots, that's how the game of like pig, or if you've heard like the game of horse in basketball, how it goes, where you like take a shot, you throw it at the hoop. If you miss, you get like a P, you get a letter, right? And you have to shoot from the same place someone else shot from. I think it's hilarious. I think it rules. He's got his special attack power is now a 52 card pickup. Energy explosion when Gambit makes an attack, and the finalized attack roll has a 5 and a 2, 52, hilarious. All targets become hit, and damage dealt is penetrating. Pretty neat. And then his special damage power is always know the odds. It gives him outwit, probability control. Friendly characters, the X-Men keyword, have safeguard, energy explosion. Some interesting safeguards for the X-Men. Jean Grey's is probably a little better with safeguard mind control, but this is kind of fun.
See, now this is a figure for me where it's like, this would just be fun to like apply to a game of Heroclix.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Like neither of us have to go through the pain of playing this Gambit. We're just gonna play Pig.
The effect, yeah.
So I thought that'd be
really fun.
And maybe if you had like a different set of rewards instead of points in like a home game or something.
Yeah.
So that got me thinking on that. Another thing with the X-Men TA, because we've kind of dogged on it, I had this idea. What if the X-Men TA was a free action, but you could only do it once a turn?
Oh, I'd like that.
Simple fix. Doesn't make it crazy complicated
yeah.
for all characters with his team ability. Because then you're actually probably going to use it.
I think its biggest thing is that, it just wastes an action.
And then you could probably have somebody like Professor X who says, like, you can do it twice a turn or 3 times.
That would be cool. Yeah,
so you could have figures enable it in more complicated ways while still keeping it simple. Anyway, that's my proposed fix for the X-Men TA. I've seen a number of threads about that. There's my hat in the ring. Next up, we have Dr. Valerie Cooper, who... Does this character need to be in this set? Personally, I don't think so. I mean, she was
in a couple scenes, I guess, but yeah, she's not.
Who wants to play Dr. Valerie Cooper?
I will personally say I loved playing her in Sealed.
Sure.
That would be it. Only because my leadership roles were hot. If they
she
weren't,
I would be
leadership
upset. P-Day.
Yeah, she's really solid, like what she does. But this character is like, does this character need to be in the set?
Yeah, the
no,
character
not really.
Specifically.
No.
5 clicks of life for 25 again. Full dial of leadership, which is very nice. And then her damage special is that when she uses leadership and succeeds, you may instead generate a CSA by officer. So it is instead. But that thing
I really dislike that. I really like, I don't get to remove an action token. Instead, I make an officer. And then the only way I make a bystander is on a successful leadership, which then also nerfs my leadership a little bit. It's really annoying, but I did have a game. I actually had a few games where I made like 3 of those guys. I'm like, damn, they can kind of put in work with PD. They're pretty
Precision
sick.
Strike, PD, 6'10", 17-1. That's not bad. And then the trait, which was Magneto was right, which he was. When a friendly character is hit, after resolutions, you may KO Dr. Valerie Cooper. Why? If you do, heal that character 2 clicks, and they modify their combat values +1 until the end of your turn, even if this is like...
I never use this ability. I don't really like it. Yeah.
Stop doing effects like this. Okay, 2 things.
You can just nuke her.
When you make a character like Superman, do not give him the ability to mastermind and take the damage himself. He's my tent pole. I want to keep him alive. Stop doing that.
Right.
Effects that KO yourself to heal people, stop doing it. I'm killing something to... Stop. These effects are never... I swear, they're never good.
Even the ones that are like the end dial. Oh, I can kill myself and...
Kill myself to heal somebody 3.
Like, I just gave up 100 points for that.
Hey, I paid points for you, dude. I'd kind of like you to stay alive.
I don't want you to just die.
Stop doing this. Stop it.
It's not an effect I love.
There's my
into the uncommons. We get Magneto, the one we talked about at the start of the show. So we can kind of think maybe this guy is 70 points instead of 100, and then he has Barrier traded, and then Barrier as free, but only if he was replaced. So if you do replace him with a 70.1 one, he has a free Barrier this game. Pretty solid. And then he has a special attack power for his first 5 clicks. So this is a quote that goes together. So I'm trying to be better. Please do not make me let you down. It was from his little speech at like first episode, whatever it was. His special attack power reads, once per turn, when Magneto destroys one or more pieces of terrain, after resolutions you may deal 1 penetrating damage to each opposing character that occupied or was adjacent to one or more destroyed pieces of terrain. So like loading up the round platform under some people and then just destroying it with Magneto would be really funny. He's got a 4 damage. He can destroy quite a few different special effects of terrain. He also just naturally shoots through blocking terrain when he makes a ranged attack. So people then adjacent to the wall or piece of blocking terrain that he shot get dealt another damage. So pretty simple, pretty fun. Ends with some pulse wave. He has a just extended version of the commons dial at 100 points. If you play him in sealed at 100 points, there was one person that played him. He's not terrible, not a terrible choice, but I do like the idea of replacing him with the 70-point one and just sending somebody out there to die. And then you just get this guy who's just way better.
There is so much improved blocking, or improved destroy blocking. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th piece we've seen with that. And we're just getting into the uncommons. Next up, Madeline Pryor. Basically Jean Grey, but instead of TK Prob, she is Psychic Blast, Perplex, and Toughness. And she has that same trait, which is we don't know when Sinister Switch does. It's kind of like the movie The Parent Trap.
Oh, gosh.
Very similar.
And they're redheads.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you don't switch into Jean Grey with Madeline Pryor, you get a Cable Bystander who's phasing, Energy Explosion, Invuln Prob, 710, 17-3. I think the Jean Grey is better. I like the Cyclops Bystander better. I don't really like either of their dials. So
Bystander better, but I do like Madeline Pryor more than Jean Grey, just because she has Sidestep, Perplex, and then she already gets a prob with. I mean, she can just cart Cable around too. So I think they're interchangeable. If I'm being honest,
I just want both bystanders and neither of them.
True.
I know. But again,
so
but that's.
Real.
I think so much of that comes from like I just don't really like Jean Grey. I don't know.
No.
It's not...
She also makes her son, which I actually think is kind of cool. Like Madeline makes specifically Cable, which is which is her kid. That's kind of fun.
For a second, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah. The game.
Actually, yeah.
I was like, yeah, she makes her son.
Our third...
That's how most parents work.
Well, yeah. Oh, gosh. Our third Wolverine in the set, he's got Alpha Flight, whatever. He's got the Wolverine keywords. He's pretty he's a full dial of charge and blades, and he's got some exploit down dial, some regen down dial. He has adamantium claws, blades, claws, fangs. When Wolverine hit characters can't heal until your next turn. Not great.
He's just a charged blades piece with big attack, which I suppose is Wolverine. What I would have loved to see is like the GSX Wolverine trade on this, where just like beginning of the turn heal one.
Oh, I love that stuff, yeah.
I think that would have made me like him a bit more. But yeah, he's just, very basic. It's not anything I hate. It's just nothing that's going to like blow your socks off. All right, all the Dino Men, A, B, and C.
I love these guys.
Dude, they look like Fruity Pebbles.
That's what rules. Yeah. We have to get like a bunch to put on like the X-Men arcade cabinet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right? Because these are just all the different colors of the Dino Men from the X-Men arcade game.
Need a Wendigo, too.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Wendigo!
But these guys are hilarious.
So, yeah, they are all pretty different. So, I believe they all have the same stats, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they're all 6'9", 17'2", with varying powers. 50 or 15, because they are expendable goons. One of them is a running shot, energy explosion, toughness enhancement. The other one is a charge, blades, senses, and power. And the last one is a plasticity, poison, combat reflexes, shape change, which I love. Apparently the blue one is also like harder to get.
Oh, really? Oh,
but I just price checked it. He doesn't seem any differently priced, but I've heard people say that like the blue one is the hardest to pull. That's my favorite one because it has plasticity, poison. And then probably the next one is the empower one, like charge, blades. Sense is always nice. The running shot, toughness, enhancement one, sure. So the first one, A, his 1 through 3 is place a friendly character with the animal or mojo verse keyword up to 3 squares away from their current square. Could be nice.
Yeah.
This one is heal a friendly character with the animal or mojo verse keyword 3 clicks. That's
now this I like.
Pretty solid.
I like that one a lot because it's a passive ability. He's dying anyways.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's better than just
choosing
kamikaze
to kill him. Yeah.
And then remove an action token from up to 3 friendly characters with the animal or mojo verse
that
keyword.
Seems nuts.
This one's my favorite one by far. Like plasticity, poison with shape change with a 19 up close. This is just how I love to play. I love to annoy people. Poison is It's the best. And then that I think that is the strongest effect. I think it's going to be the most universally applicable.
Yeah.
Animal hasn't seen like a ton of play recently, but I could see this being a great like tempo piece. And the thing is, like, if you don't roll that, you can just 4 through 6, boom, he's back.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is one where it truly feels like the downside is still an upside, and the upside is, an upside.
Yeah. Next up, we have Morph. I love this version of him. I think this is so cool. I played him in Seal the other day. I like this guy a lot. Full dial of plasticity and shape change. He's 8 clicks of life. His first 4 clicks, he has toughness. And he has a trait just like old times. Also, he's a wild card, which is great. X-Men wild card, 50 points. So his trait, just like old times. At the beginning of your turn, you choose Hulk, Magic, or Quicksilver. Morph can use the corresponding effects until they choose again. So Hulk gives him charge, super strength, and modified defense +2. Probably want to pick him most of the time. Magic gives him Blades, Claws, Fangs, Phasing, Teleport, and Passenger 2. And then Quicksilver gives Flurry, Sidestep, and Modify Speed +3, which is hilarious when you just have Sidestep and Flurry for like a +3 speed. But it's something, right? So, like right now, he can, if you choose Hulk, he can do some terrain manipulation with some super strength, move some stuff out of the way, pick some things up, put some things down, and then modifies his defense +2 to slowly get into the fray or to charge for initially getting into the fight, and then just being really annoying because now he's like a shape change 19 defense in your face. Really, really good. Or he can be a little mini taxi, little phasing teleport, Passenger 2. I dig that a lot. And then sometimes it is pretty solid to be like, I just want to make a bunch of attacks this turn. Little flurry sidestep is great. So I love this ability. It reminds me of the Fantastic Four Super Scroll, which is a great,
one of the greatest figures ever.
Oh, I love that piece. Freaking so much. So I love this morph. I love this basic card morph, and I like his alternate a lot.
That's what I was alluding to earlier.
These are both. Well, I really do just love that standard morph, and I love his abilities. But yes, this alternate card is pretty nuts.
Actually, 2 separate allusions to this one. So the extra life token with the first trait.
Oh, sure.
And then the copying abilities that we're talking about with his other trait. I've already built with this morph. I really like this figure, so I'm going to talk about it. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it. No, that's fine. I don't care.
She can't say it, but I can. Once per turn for all friendly characters with this trait, when another friendly character with the X-Men keyword would be KO'd, instead turn them to their last non-KO click and place them adjacent to morph. Love that. If that character has Logan or Wolverine in their name, they have immune until your next turn. Also, very, very good. So, I don't know if there's any Wolverines that are really stand out amazing, but reviving things like Nightcrawler, I really like. I think that's fun. And then, shifting between forms. Free, choose a friendly character within 4 squares. Until your next turn, Morph can use any standard powers that character can use and replaces their range with the chosen character's printed range. So, what does that mean? Play him with Copycat. Copycat steals everything. He also gets to steal everything.
Ugh.
That is dope.
So much.
So he gets a lot of powers. And then just throwing up Sissa on the sideline, who we'll get to later. Like, you have so much revival tech. He can be a lot of things. Sure, he's 50 points, but 50 points of I have a bunch of powers. The only thing is, like, if he gets pulse waved, cooked.
Oh.
Because
dang. Yeah,
there goes all his powers.
Yeah.
But I really like this. This is probably top 3 things I'm building with from the set. So this is the first, like, A+++ in my book. I love this morph.
Next up, we have Storm. She is 50 or 35 points. She has her special speed power on both dials. The only difference is her defense is Super Sense is lower, and then her attack is Energy Explosion. Or if you spring for the 15 more points, you get Pensai and ESD instead. So, Ancient Sands, heed my command. Force Blast, hypersonic speed. When Storm uses hypersonic speed, she has, improved targeting, destroys blocking terrain, because everybody does, and she doesn't have her range. Now, she only has a 4 range, she only has a 6 speed or a 5 speed, but that's still a 10 square reach with hypersonic Pensai on top dial, which is pretty good, or just a 9 square reach with a hypersonic, just kind of vanilla attack, 10 for 3, energy explosion type beat. But being able to shoot through blocking, pretty solid. This one put in some work for a few people on sealed, so not bad. Pretty chill, pretty casual Storm. Her alternate card is
Crazy.
Mind Your Weather. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword hits, after resolution, Storm may knock back the hit characters. Well, that's kind of interesting. So it's like as if they're from Storm's square, they get knocked back. For friendly characters named Jean Grey, opposing characters can't reduce knockback damage. Dang, that's nuts. That I'd pay 35 points for that trait. That's insane. And then giving him the forecast is Sidestep Passenger 2, but only to carry characters with the X-Men keyword. Honestly, the other move special felt a little more giving him the forecast type vibes than like a carry, but it's pretty all right.
Leadership that also gives all your X-Men knockback, potentially
you can't reduce it.
Non-reducible.
Just non-reducible, yeah.
Yeah,
so really taking the one.
Really dig that. Again, a full dial of leadership. So like you have to kill her to get rid of the leadership, which isn't exactly hard to do, but still it's nice to know that if you take some damage, it's like still there.
You don't lose it. Yeah, it's always brutal when that happens.
So I super dig that. She's also a deity, which is kind of fun. So if you were to play her with like Hadari Yao, it doesn't go towards
forgot about that piece existed.
Your 4 non-deity characters. But you could give her a bunch of knockback, which is pretty dope because she can kill target, blah, blah, blah. Stupid aside point. Sorry, guys. Prime Sentinel is up. What we have up next. Force Blast, Energy Explosion, Toughness, and Range Combat Expert. 6'10", 17'2", 15 points. Can shoot out of adjacency. And then has new recruits for all characters with this trait. When Prime Sentinel or an adjacent friendly character with the Sentinel keyword KOs an opposing character. After resolutions, generate a character with the Sentinel keyword of 15 points or less on its starting line adjacent to a friendly character with the Sentinel keyword. So, the fact that an adjacent friendly character with this Sentinel keyword can KO people and trigger this, that's what makes this awesome.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much this guy's going to do. Somebody like, old Bastion, Mind Control.
Yeah, somebody's a little better.
Double taps on Cyclops Sentinel. Soon to be the Legacy Tri-Sentinel. Ew.
No. Yeah.
Ew.
That is way gross.
Goodness, disgusting.
A lot of those 15-point dudes running around. Oh, it's brutal.
So, yeah, I mean, that could actually be kind of dope.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a fun one. Again, though, I just don't like the look of them.
Nah.
I like classic Sentinels.
We have Bolivar Trask. This is the 20-point human version. He is a wild card, which is kind of cool. Full dial of Stealth, Mastermind, and Perplex. Left behind by the future is his trait. When Bolivar Trask would be KO'd by an opposing effect, you may instead replace him with the X97 022B Bolivar Trask on click number 4. So just to kind of double up, talk about that one. His click number 4 is a hypersonic speed, super strength, toughness, and power piece. Otherwise, this guy is a vanilla, no specials, no traits, underworld piece, 50 points, running shot, pulse wave, impervious with some enhancement. Solid sealed pick. He's got 7 clicks of life. He's got freaking impervious. Like, there's a lot of anti-robot stuff in the set, but still, like, he's got heavy reducers top dial, and even turning into this is not bad at all. So these two little Bolivars are pretty cute. They're pretty cool. They work pretty well, but they're nothing nuts.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah.
Up next, another friend of humanity. So this one has the same thing where the new recruit Sentinel trait, where they can KO and bring in new ones. This one is also 15 points, 6'10", 16'2", with Force Blast, Incap, ESD, and Enhancement. And they also have, when Friend of Humanity hit characters can't use attack powers until your next turn. I don't know. This one is like...
Yeah.
I'll play the other one.
Fairly so-so.
I don't know. This one is like,
I could
not
be good.
my goon.
Ain't my goon.
It's like, okay.
It's funny.
I don't know.
We crack into the rares. Sorry, we bamf into the rares here with old Kurt Wagner, old Nightcrawler. So he's got a trait called Bamf. When Nightcrawler moves, after resolutions, you may generate a Bamf marker in a square he moved through, and then remove any of his other Bamf markers from the map. When Nightcrawler is missed by an opposing attack, you may immediately place him in a square with a Bamf marker. Pretty cool. We've seen a similar effect like this before. We kind of teleports back to wherever you put a Bamf marker. Pretty fun. And then he has hypersonic speed and stealth with his over here special speed power. He ignores blocking terrain, characters, and elevated for movement. 19 defense, super senses. I love seeing that. Full dial precision strike, and then some vanilla normal hypersonic speed later down dial, 55 points. Pretty solid, Kurt. I think this is where some kind of fun, really crazy shenanigans get into, though, with his alternate card. So he's got a trait, Protector of the X-Men. When Nightcrawler places one or more friendly characters after resolutions, you can heal one of them a click. He's got a lot of placement going on, which is really good. So his second trait, Family, is a choice. When a friendly character within 2 squares is missed by an attack, after resolutions, you may place that character up to 2 squares away from their current square. And then, of course, proc the first trait. heal him a click. His special speed power is now more of a taxi ability. We shall play Tourist. He gets Passenger 3, but only to carry characters with the X-Men keyword. When Nightcrawler is given a move action, after resolution, he gets to make an attack. So now, well, yeah, it is kind of taxi / I'm going to punch you from 10 squares away, which rocks. And of course, when he carries people, they all get placed. So if they took any damage, they would all heal a click, which is really solid. This is probably the version of Nightcrawler I'm going to play compared to the other one. I really dig this guy a lot. I think he's really fun.
He could work on a dropship. I don't know if there's some X-Men stuff that could potentially...
I mean, with the, whatever it's called.
With the
one
working
shot.
together one shot.
Yeah, working together.
Carrying the other Nightcrawler, who we'll get into. Yeah, I dig these Nightcrawlers. I think
sweet.
they're fun.
And Nightcrawler's just like the best X-Men, straight up.
Yeah, straight
He's
up.
He's the GOAT. He rocks.
So yeah, this is like a little reminiscent of the House of X1 that could like carry somebody, but afterwards you could place him in the square he started in.
Yeah.
A little more versatile than that. And yeah, just ignoring everything on movement. That's usually spells out a pretty good time.
You gotta go get the Uncanny X-Men literal BAMF markers that they used to exist. Oh, those would be cool.
I actually have a few of those laying around.
Yeah,
I came across them earlier today. Yeah. That's a good idea. I like it. Yeah, those little clear ones. Oh, this one hurts me, man.
Yeah, these are tough.
I like Bastion. I had so much fun with the XDPS Bastion.
I didn't like this version of him from like the TV show. Honestly, I thought he was really weak, just like a super weak character overall. Motive and plot and everything about him was just kind of like, I guess he's evil, you know. But yeah, dude, the Bastion from XDPS, that guy was cool.
Oh, dude, he rocked.
This guy's not cool.
He could generate big sentinels. It rocked. This one is like, okay, so you got leadership. At the beginning of your turn, if 4 or more characters in your KO area have the sentinel keyword, you may replace Bastion with another character named Bastion on its last non-KO click, then heal it 2 clicks. That character can't otherwise heal this game. That's so conditional that I feel like he should be allowed to heal. Like,
yeah,
you're talking about 4 KOs and I don't get to, like, if I somehow have support left, I can't full power. I'm like, okay. So this guy's already fodder to play, like, a cool Bastion. And then he just has Restraining Wires for an attack special, which is Giant Reach 3. When Bastion hits, until your next turn, hit characters gain, this character must break away to move. And he's a phasing special, outwit. Like, he's a 6'9", 19-2. He's hypersonic mastermind in the middle of the dial. This is one of those dials that just doesn't agree with itself. Like, charge pulse wave, hypersonic mastermind mid dial, and then top dial, he's like a phasing pseudo, like, lockdown P. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like this Bastion. I'm sorry. For all you Bastion fans out there.
It just doesn't really do anything for me. It's not really any fun effects to actually build
he just
around.
Doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Why can't he generate Prime Sentinels?
That is kind of his whole deal.
Like, if he did that...
It's crazy that both him and Bolivar Trask don't generate Sentinels.
Yeah.
But like, the Sentinels will generate each other, I guess.
The only reason to kill this guy is because if more things die before him, then he might do something. But if you also just kill him, he's never going to do anything. Like, I don't know. What's he going to do?
Yeah, dude, I love a good 60-point outwit piece.
I don't know. This one is this one's a bummer.
Yeah.
Sorry. I want to like
even
this more.
Like, why? What does it even matter having Giant Reach 3 when he's
6 range?
He's 6 range. None of his stuff is close combat based.
Oh my gosh. When he hypersonics, you have his range from 6.
Anyways, yeah. That doesn't even make
Bastion,
any sense.
You might be tonight's biggest news.
This is bad.
So Bastion, we're going to send you into a Heroclix game, and he has no idea, but he's going to lose.
Oh, jeez.
Impractical Bastions.
Sunspot here, old Robert DaCosta. He's brother to New Mutants, X-Men celebrity. A little celebrity love, which is cool. He has a fun little split dial, so he's 40 points, and his top dial has the private jet speed power, which gives him Passenger 2 and Sidestep. He's got a 6 speed. And then he has a Perplex special power called the DaCosta Fortune. Perplex, when he uses it, he has a minimum range of 8. Shout out, old school Perplex. Kind of wild. Not quite the 10, I guess, but still nutty. And then he's got Mastermind. And then at any point in the game, you can go free Once per game, turn Sunspot to click number 5, where he is then a running shot, pen psi, toughness, shape change piece with some down dial, charge, pulse wave, close combat expert, which is pretty neat. So he kind of triggers himself. He has Mastermind to keep himself alive, to have the ability to use his free once per game to switch him into his like full, I'm going to use my powers finally. This is reminiscent of how Sunspot acts in the show. He's just kind of a kid.
This. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, I love this piece. It's flavorful, it's accurate, and it's cool. It works. What an idea. Remember Callisto?
I do. I believe he is part of the Morlocks, or in Heroclix, the Morlock.
I guess, yeah.
Because they only ever make Callisto.
They make Callisto and they make freaking Leech. Yeah, and that's it. Sometimes Caliban, whatever his name is.
At one point, the Morlocks had their own printed team ability.
Isn't that crazy?
Like,
it's nuts to think about. Yeah.
On the cusp of, like, every team needs a team ability.
I mean, to be fair, the freaking Serpent Society had their own printed team ability.
They did. Same era.
Yeah. Beautiful.
After they printed those, they were probably like, I don't think we need to print this many different team abilities. I think they can just not have team abilities. All right, so leader of the Morlocks, leadership stealth. When Callisto uses leadership and succeeds, after resolutions generate a Morlock bystander. So here is your Morlocks, baby, which are 6'10", 16'2", with underworld, sidestep, and super senses. 3 ranges, 2 boot. And then it has a unique modifier. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose a combat value. Friendly characters that have the Morlocks keyword modify the chosen combat value by +1 until your next turn. He's actually pretty stout for 45, though.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Charge blades, combat reflexes, outwit, 8, 11, 18, 3, 6 click dial. He's got blades as whole dial. Combat reflexes as whole dial.
Yeah.
He switches on to exploit. And then, yeah, he's making these bystanders, and he's a leadership piece. Like, he is not bad by any stretch. It's just kind of funny to rag on
the Morlocks.
The Morlock.
I do like that the bystander is also just a picture of Leech. No other Morlock exists besides Leech and Callisto.
Of course not.
Next up, we have the Phoenix. She is a unique figure, to note. She has a few traits. I am Phoenix. It's a sideline active. So she's 60 points. I should just note, this dial is crazy. Yeah, crazy short dial with running shot, pulse wave, and invincible, and then prop basically the entire time until she gets some sidestep later. But I am Phoenix, sideline active when a friendly character named Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, Madeline Pryor, or Phoenix is KO'd. After resolutions, you may roll a d6. On a 1 through 4, you can heal all friendly characters with the X-Men keyword 1 click. Oh, sorry, heal a friendly character with the X-Men keyword 1 click, my bad. And on 5 or 6, you generate Phoenix from your sideline on click number 1 in the square that character last occupied. So coming in, pretty solid when a character dies. You got a great running shot, pulse wave piece with some prob. Not easy to take out.
If you roll a 5 or 6.
If you roll a 5 or 6.
If you have a character named that on your force.
Specifically,
Jean
Grey,
they
Marvel
get
Girl,
KO'd.
Madeline Pryor, or Phoenix.
Okay, sorry, continue, and then I'll...
And then the second trait, once per game, when Phoenix hits, after resolutions, you may give a hit character a burned away token. If you do, this game, that character can't use the effective equipment or positively modify their combat values. Now, this trait I do really like. I think it is very strong to just, like, kind of nuke somebody, like, right off the bat. I would probably say never going to use her sideline active, and then I feel also pretty conflicted about main forcing her. I'm going to try to get like the burned away thing to pop off and then hope she just doesn't like die. She does have a stop click on click 4, her last click, which is click 4. Yeah, it's stop regeneration. Pretty simple.
All right. Yeah,
man. Great sculpt, I have to say.
Amazing
sculpt. Jean Grey, so covered in like flames, totally engulfed in the flames. Looks sick.
This figure just does a handful of things that I hate. So, one, when a piece is designed specifically for like sideboard play, a lot of the time I don't like that because then it costs them their dial, which in this case we see costs them their dial, like entirely. Why is Phoenix ever 4 clicks? This is the Phoenix.
The living embodiment of this.
This is the
fiery
Phoenix.
Cosmic entity.
And Captain America with an axe just goes, she's done.
True, one shot, easy, very
comic
easy.
Accurate.
Actually, it is comic accurate.
The Cosmic Phoenix axe. And then number 2, 1 through 4 do nothing for the thing that you paid points to set up and do. 5 or 6 have something amazing. Why?
Yeah.
Like, this is the same problem as like Blackheart generating guards with his leadership. I love that when I get to generate a guard. I hate when I miss it 3 turns in a row.
It hurts.
I get to roll for this one time. Unless I have a team of like just Jean Grays and Marvel Girls and short dial for this character makes no sense to me. Why? Being built entirely for the sideline, I don't love that because I don't want to main force this either.
Yeah.
And then the sideline is so conditional, and then it's also like make sure you roll a 5 or 6. Are you kidding me? Why would it not? Like in my opinion, what this should have been is like if it's a character with the X-Man, you roll the die. If it's Jean Grey or Marvel Girl, you should just get to bring in Phoenix.
That would make sense.
And maybe she's like lower on the dial. Because again, if this character dies, you're probably giving up 60 points. Like, yeah. I don't know. And like the best thing she does is like take away an equipment. This is the Phoenix. What? I don't know. I really don't like the design of this piece. I have to be vocal about it. This one was not my favorite. She does cool things. I just think it's like poorly glued together.
Yeah, fair enough.
A little running shot pulse wave piece. Incredible sculpt. I really like this one though. I think Forge is awesome.
Love this guy.
The fixing my mistake is his trait. He's 30 points. When a friendly character with the X-Men keyword heals, until your next turn they have Safeguard Outwit. So could come up. It could be really like if you need to protect somebody, this could be great. Like pay an action token for that, sure. He's also a mystical soldier keyword on top of X-Men.
Love it.
X Factor, so Chthon, sure, why not?
Oh jeez. Why?
He also has Desert Magic, which I really like this. It's at the beginning of the game, you may have an opponent generate the adversary bystander friendly to their force in their starting area. If you do, this game Forge has Mystics and has friendly characters have Safeguard opposing prob. So if you're across the board from like something with like 5 probs, you can be like, all right, I'm making a decision. Making the adversary.
My only issue
is really good.
The adversary is insane.
But that's what makes it cool.
That's what offsets
it.
It. Yeah. So
it matters. The decision matters.
Issue with this is that his Mystics himself is not going to be very useful. He's only 4 clicks of life.
It can kill the adversary.
It'll kill the adversary, I guess. If the adversary, which can just kill Forge,
not quite,
can put him on his last click. But like, I don't know. I do wish he had 6 clicks of life. I know Forge isn't exactly known for sticking in the battle for forever. Like he is just
he could have more life.
But I just wish, Mystics, just to give more mileage out of his Mystics team ability. I also feel like maybe
you could. You are giving your opponent a perplex, but
yeah, which is strong. The adversary is strong, and I think I do like this effect. I just think it's going to be very situational when you do bring out the adversary because again, I don't think he gets a lot of mileage out of his Mystics, which I think is a shame. But the Safeguard opposing prob is huge. Awesome.
It is really situational. But I just think it's really cool that there's like actually a trade-off for it.
Yeah, no, there really is.
You know, like with Groot, it's like, all right, generate.
Oh, that was like wood. Whatever. Yeah, take Leslie Evans. Who cares? Yeah.
You can have 10 of them.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Dude.
I get my walking woods. Whereas this is like actually like, oh, you have a lot of prob.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna curse myself. So I think like playability wise, is it like the best thing ever?
It's fun.
Probably not, but it's really fun and it could be really strong.
I also wouldn't have minded an effect that like gave Mystics to other like either X-Men or people that shared a keyword with him.
I wouldn't have minded that either.
Yeah, I would have liked that because there was like Scarlet Witch already does that. She actually does that twice now. Once for Avengers and once for everyone with Brotherhood.
Yeah, that's true.
So it would have been nice to see some kind of effect like that. Would have been cool. Captain America. Well, this is my favorite figure in the set. I'm pretty excited about this one. He's not the world's greatest Captain America, but he's really sick. He's got a great ability. So he's the only Avengers team ability in the set, I believe. So for all the people that copy it, actually pretty strong sealed piece because there's a lot of X-Men, there's a lot of Brotherhood, there's a lot of Underworld. So actually getting Avengers with some people that can copy, pretty huge. Shout out Morph. Really basic dial, 50 points, he ignores characters for movement. He has a 4-range triple target with precision strike the entire dial. He's a sidestep and power piece, and then he goes on to some charge, close combat expert. His trait is this uniform sends a message. It gives him ESD and leadership, unique modifier, friendly characters that are adjacent or have the soldier keyword, modify defense +1. If a friendly character with the soldier keyword is in your KO area, modify defense +2 instead. So he's always rocking a 19 defense top dial or a 21 from range. And then same thing, down dial, he'll just like always be a 21 on click 4 or a 20 on click 5 and 6, which is hilarious. So I love that he's a Captain America that specifically buffs the soldier keyword. Soldier's my favorite keyword to play, and I love playing multiple Captain Americas. Probably going to play this guy tomorrow on like an all like Pegasus cap, whatever team, send some people out to go die. They also talked about this on a Generation Clicks, where if you just use the Steve Rogers from Smash and Destroy, you can have some other smaller soldier die, and you get this guy for 25 points as opposed to 50 points, which is really good. And so then there's already a dead soldier in your KO area, and now his effect is like used to like the best of its ability. So I love this Captain America. Dial-wise, the dial does nothing for me, but I love the effect. I really, really, really like the effect. And also, he's freaking huge. He's beefy. This is like what I wish every Captain America sculpt looked like. This dude's just jacked out of his mind, which freaking rules. So, yeah, I love the effect. The dial is, whatever. If I look at this, you'd be like, fine. Is that Captain America? Not necessarily. That could be any person, really. That dial
could be like Daredevil.
That could be Daredevil. Yeah, you can tell me that's a Daredevil dial. That could be a Batman dial.
Tell me that's Iron Fist.
Yeah, I believe Iron Fist. I believe like Ra's al Ghul, like just a close dude. Yeah, so the dial's whatever, but I love this. I love this effect, and I love that it specifically helps soldiers. The soldier keyword has never been like a meta keyword, like not really. So I do hope like this can.
I disagree with that.
When?
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, tell me when right now.
Tell you when?
Yeah.
One of the most dominant teams in history, Punisher War Machine.
Oh, no, Spider-Man Family Soldier, I guess. Yeah, I forgot.
Soldier
I forgot that it was Soldier.
But the best pieces on that team.
That is true.
Soldiers.
We're soldiers, absolutely. You're right. That was like dominant.
Yes, it was.
Not really.
Yeah, it was.
What do you mean?
It won every tournament until it got errated, and then COVID happened. It literally won.
COVID already happened.
It won 8 events in a row.
Yeah,
COVID already won the last in-person event.
Nationals, yeah.
Okay, so it was like around.
Yeah, it was like within it, yeah.
But still,
I guess that's true. I guess the online Worlds was one.
Prime Vulture did not stand a chance against this build.
I remember Prime Vulture.
I'm telling you, every online like ROC event.
Oh yeah, I guess I forget about that because online wasn't real.
There's like 8 events in a row.
Yeah, online wasn't real though.
I watched this team stomp out every team for like months.
But online's not real.
Yeah,
it wasn't real.
I mean,
that's why I forgot about it. But yes, the soldier was dominant. There. But Captain America wasn't a dominant soldier. That's, I guess, what I'm really getting at.
Yeah, Hammer Thor would have been like the only time
where it's like, yeah, potentially.
I mean, like Pegasus Cap.
No, I meant like for a soldier theme team.
Oh,
like Captain America on a soldier theme team is like dominant force, I guess.
If emotional modifier never existed, I'm a firm believer that 5 Super Scrolls and Scroll Warrior could have been a great soldier. Technically, soldier.
It was be a soldier theme team. No, I mean, I played the heck out of that. I played that a lot. Did well. Could have been. Got like 8th and not nationals that year.
Man, I feel like I'm landing on all the duds this set. I feel like I have to do all the hating.
Talk about Bishop.
I don't even... Again, like, it's just... It's so hard because, like, we see, like, Cyclops for 50 points, and I'm like, this rocks. You know? I see more for 50 points. I'm like, this is so cool. And then you see, like, Bishop for 70, and it's like, how?
Yeah.
What do you mean? So he's got probability control when Bishop uses it, and all opposing characters... when Bishop uses it and an opposing character misses all targets. Gosh. After resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character with the future or past keywords. That's like nice, pretty situational, but nice. Energy shield deflection. When Bishop is damaged by an attack, after resolutions, you may roll a d6 and increase the result by +1 for each click of damage Bishop took from that attack. If the result is 5 or more, you may replace Bishop with a 031B Bishop on the same click number, then heal Bishop or the character who replaced him 2 clicks. So, like, yeah, another thing that I'm not super in love with, unless it's done really well, like the Ultron, is when you have to play a Prime on your sideline. And it's like, at this point especially, why am I even risking, like, potentially dying to potentially bring in the Prime? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
This dial, 70 points, you're 6'11", 18'3", with running shot, energy explosion, combat reflexes, outwit, 4 range, and then at 50, he's 4 clicks of life after we have an 8-click morph.
Yeah.
We have a 6-click 25-point Jubilee, but Bishop dies if you blow on him? Yeah. To be fair, I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I'd be hating this.
Bishop
much
doesn't really do anything in the show. He kind of leaves right away.
I don't care what he did.
That's true. No,
Bishop is cool.
Bishop is cool, and at least
this Bishop.
I will say this: the Prime is at least pretty cool.
Oh, the Prime's dope.
Yeah, Prime's pretty cool.
Prime's super dope.
But just this Bishop does have me look at its dial and go, "What year is it?"
Yeah, genuinely. So sorry, this is another L. I like this set, to be clear, but we are landing on the stuff that I have to be honest about. This is one that even casually, I can't reach for this piece. He's bad.
No, yeah.
He's not doing anything that like wows me to be like, okay, well it's bad, but at least it's kind of cool. Just
sometimes things just bad.
Don't love it. All right. He also has an alternate card, which is when another friendly character with the X-Men keyword is KO'd by an opposing effect. After resolutions, you may place Bishop anywhere on the map, and he has immune until your next turn. That's kind of fun.
That is sick.
That's actually pretty sweet. Okay. Probability control is his other trait. When an opposing character uses probability control to re-roll an opposing character's attack roll, modify the attacker's damage for that attack. That's kind of fun. But again, for 70 points, that's a really cool trait.
It's really tough. It's cool.
You can have your cookie there, Bishop.
Yeah. So, Prime Bishop here, he's got PD and X-Men.
The same point value.
Yeah, that's what's nuts, is that he's also just 70 points.
The whole reason you would play the rare one is probably to take damage and turn into the Prime and gain some value. No, you're wasting your Prime slot. You're the same points.
Exact same point.
And if you're 50 points, you have 4 clicks of life. You're not living. That Bishop could just not exist. We could just have Prime Bishop.
True, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. He has a trait, Supercharged Mutant Battery, gives him Energy Shield Deflection. When Bishop or an adjacent friendly character is missed by a ranged attack, after resolutions you heal Bishop 1 click. Solid. And then the second part of the trait is Bishop reduces damage from range attacks to 0. Protected Pulse Wave.
Precision Strike, though, says you can't reduce below 1, which is a bummer.
Oh, true. I guess he can get
I heard that
I totally forgot about that, I guess. Shoot. So, I guess he's not totally immune to all ranged attacks. If they have Precision Strike, he will at least take 1.
It's still cool.
It's still really sick. I love this ability. I went 3-0 last Sunday playing this guy on my SEAL team. Didn't win the tournament because Simeon scored more points than me. How dare he? But this Bishop rocked. I love playing him all day. We'll have some gameplay up later this week. But he's got a special attack power for his first 4 clicks, which is the constant fight to stay alive. Gives him Energy Explosion, Penetrating Psychic Blast, and Knockback, but only for range attacks. All great things that combo super well together, so I love that.
That's awesome.
And then his damage power is Forge's Hand-Me-Down Hand, which I think is hilarious flavor text. And then it gives him Outwit Probability Control, which is also just really freaking good. So I love this Bishop. I think he's great. I think it'll be really fun to play. Future team, on a police team, X-Men team. He's great. He's fun.
Detective. Get your mystery.
Oh, sure, Detective. There you go.
Baby. Yeah, no, this Bishop is super cool. I think what makes it hard to like rank him properly is that the other primes in this set are just like absurd. Like he's the one prime who didn't get the absolutely absurd treatment. Yeah. So that's what makes it a little more difficult. Executioner.
Oh dang, dude, you really are rolling on all this. Is tough.
I know, dude.
I apologize.
I have to be the hater of the episode.
I hate this thing. I mean, if it landed on either one of us, I'd be. Let me talk about him. This dude.
I've been hating.
And so I'm a guy that doesn't like mutants. I wanted this guy to actually be good when I heard he was going to be in the set. Or just when I heard there's X-Men 97, there has to be an Executioner. The biggest thing is, why is his attack power on the bottom half of his dial? That's his whole thing. That's his whole deal, is that he shoots people with the no powers gun and they get no powers. That's the entire point of the freaking Storm and...
Isn't it like his as he's like? Well, no, it's
his whole
deal. He shoots
deal.
A guy and then he gets messed up.
He shoots a guy. Well, he shoots like Storm, takes away her powers. That's her entire mini arc with Forge. And then Magneto shows up and he's like, "Look at this guy. I could crush him, but I'm gonna go into jail." So he has a special damage power for his first 3 clicks of life, where he's a punching guy. For why, I don't know. It gives him close combat expert leadership, and when he uses leadership and succeeds, you can make a friendly character the expendable goon trait in theory, that's a cool ability, but it's not good on Executioner because it's not what I want Executioner to do. And then his last 3 clicks, he gets the Absorb This, where when he hits a single character with a range attack, that character can't use powers until your next turn. Just why is that not top dial? If you could just give him Running Shot with his 8 speed, the special with his 12 attack, keep his invulnerability or whatever, get rid of his close combat expert power, keep the leadership, just let him blast people.
Yeah,
that's what he should do.
Even if it's like once per game.
Even if it's once per game, because he really only does it effectively once. But yeah, why is that not the thing he does? Because that is my takeaway from watching the show. That's the one thing he did. That was cool. He just doesn't get to do it. He probably just dies.
He probably is just.
He really and it's such a shame because he looks sick. He looks so freaking cool. He has such a great costume. The gun is cool. The trench coat is cool. The mask is sick. Why? Why do you make him? Why make him so lame? It's brutal. Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, so I'll get some hating in because I wanted this figure to be good.
I wanted him to be good.
Have
too.
The thing he's known for be the thing he can do right away.
If you're like, well, guys, that's too strong of a power to have on a top dial.
It's not.
Okay, water it down and then put it on his top dial. Have him do that. Though.
Old Prime Rogue could do that every day of the week, all the time.
Line. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something.
Just, it's such a bummer. It's so sad.
It is. But hey, here's somebody who is
this dude's sick.
Best at what he does. What he does is the best. Mr. Wolverine. This one's for you, Morph. He's got traded super senses. When Wolverine rolls a single D6, if a friendly character that shares a keyword with him is in your KO area, increase the result of that roll by +1. That is pretty handy because he does have blades as well. He also has Charge Flurry. When Wolverine uses Flurry, he may instead make 3 attacks as long as one of them targets a character with Colossal, Brotherhood, Robot, or Sentinel keyword. All very good. Again, just monster values, like his lowest attack is an 11. At 40 points, he's 8, 12, 17, 3. At 75, he's 8, 12, 18, 3. The difference is he has Charge Flurry on his top dial, which I think is well worth it. He's got the Wolverine keywords. And then, that's so funny because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you weren't looking, you could probably guess all of them.
But I love his basic dial in Sealed. It's huge. I think you auto play this guy top dial in Sealed with all the different Brotherhood, Robot, and Sentinel keywords that are out there. He's just such a beast.
He's gonna murder.
Getting 50-50 senses if he's not the one that gets killed right away is just massive. So I think this guy is like a literal must play in Sealed at top dial.
He also has an alternate card, which this is the one we pulled on the old Dial H Spectacular. And I think this one's a lot of fun. I always like when they revisit this ability. For whatever reason, there's been like 3 or 4 characters to get it. And it's a lot of fun when it plays out. But it's the Brave always die first. Super senses and toughness now. And then it's if Wolverine is adjacent to exactly one opposing character and neither is adjacent to any other characters can't be moved or placed adjacent to either of them. And Wolverine can use Impervious. So he gets to lock in with somebody and kind of tussle with them. Then he's got, I've been in a lot of wars, bub. Charge Flurry Stealth, so you still get your Charge Flurry action.
Yeah.
Doesn't change a whole lot about him, but it does make it so you can get some fun lockdown scenarios going.
No one can close attack him except for the person who locks in, and then typically no one can probably shoot him either. So he's really locked into that fight, which is pretty cool.
Locked in.
We are entering the super rares with ol' Magneto. So he's got the Magneto keywords. Probably also can guess what those are. He has To Me My X-Men. This is the first of the To Me My X-Men traits we're about to all read off. They all do something a little different. They're all power once per game. So, leadership, power once per game. Friendly characters with the X-Men keyword modify their combat values +1 this turn for each character with the X-Men keyword of 25 points or more in your KO area. So, this is kind of a late game effect. You're going to waste one of your actions to give people potentially +3, maybe +2 combat values is what I would save it for. The scary thing is that, again, morphs can't die. They have to be 25 points or more. And then also, Magneto is only 5 clicks alive. So keeping this guy alive to use this To Me My X-Men may prove to be a little tough. But besides that ability, he's only 55 points, and I love his second ability the most. So he is a running shot, range combat expert piece, so he's a 12 for 4, just to note. And then this is his special attack power. He has his entire dial. Give us the boy, you brimstone clone. It's range...
Troll toll.
Give us the... Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. But it's a ranged attack, so it works with Range Combat Expert. It works with Running Shot. Make a ranged attack targeting up to X opposing characters, where X is the number of adjacent non-debris terrain markers and printed pieces of blocking terrain. After resolutions, you destroy all adjacent terrain markers and printed blocking terrain. So because he's not using bolts to target, everyone gets dealt 4 damage from this attack. He's 5 range, and then you can target up to whatever the line of fire thing would be, potentially 8, I guess, depending on what you need. Probably more realistically, like 4.
Give him
5.
Destroyer. Now he can see over.
Oh, you're true. There you go. Give him Destroyer. Now he's probably not getting hit, because he's a 21 from all attacks, which would be pretty sick. But I love this ability. It's him taking all of the metal and stuff next to him and throwing it at people. I think that's a really sick ability. I think that's really fun. Again, I don't love when Magnetos are just like a Pensai pulse wave piece. I think it's really uncreative. And I think this, like, actually using the terrain to throw it at people is really sick. I think it's really flavorful, and I really enjoy it. So I like this Magneto a lot. I think he's really cool. It's just strange to see it, like, a Magneto at such low points. I think it's kind of odd. But besides that, I mean, he's efficient for the point he's at. So
I don't mind
cool.
that, though. I mean,
not really.
A lot of other characters who are very strong get these like small efficient dials. Like
True.
Hulk is another character who should probably never be 50 points.
And like
But
the
we
most
see 50
notable
point
one
Hulk.
ever is 50 points.
Yeah, well, I think most
the Mighty
notable
Thor.
one is like 10.
True. Oh, dang,
Prime
you're
Hulk.
right. Yeah, 10 point Hulk.
But my
Yeah.
most notable is 186.
Okay.
Deals 6 printed damage. Ultimates Great Hulk. I think he was 186.
I always think the Mighty Thor starter Hulk. That's my
Yeah,
go-to
Korath.
Hulk. Yeah, dude, quaking, moving.
Degenerately quaking forever.
That was gross. That was fun though. Played it in one tournament. Felt bad. Not really. It was pretty fun.
The
But yeah,
Vulture
this
Prime
Magneto's
before
cool.
Vulture Prime. He is
really
really
was.
cool. His counterpart, Mr. Professor X, Shi'ar X-Men Ruler Scientist keywords, comes in at only 50, has improved targeting everything, and then the
Nuts.
trait, to me, my X-Men Prof X. Leadership, power, once per game, roll a d6 and heal all friendly characters with the X-Men keyword, a number of clicks equal to half the result, rounded up. Does it always say that when you say half? It doesn't matter.
Not usually. It's kind of a rule that's kind of
Reminder
it's in there
text.
somewhere. It's reminding text. It's nice.
Welcome to your mind. When an opposing character within range and line of fire makes a range attack, roll 2d6. If the result is greater than the finalized attack roll, that attack misses all targets. That is so crazy good. There's not a whole lot of range in like the competitive landscape, but if you're being shot at, he's a 19 defend, he's an outwit that sees through everything, he's a triple target in-cap, triple target mind control, he's got that to boot, he's got leadership. This is a really solid Professor X. I really like this. My favorite Professor X, if we're going to go, I guess most iconic, the Ultimates one, who had the 12 range triple target mind control, was so fun back in the day. Oh my gosh.
Tough.
Or not Ultimates, it was
Was that
Fantastic
GSX?
Forces.
Oh, Fantastic Forces. Okay.
He was so cool. So this kind of reminds me of that one a little bit. Not a ton, but enough. Anyway, very, very solid super rare.
To finish up our To Me My X-Men, we have Cyclops. He has leadership and then his power once per game. If a friendly character with the X-Men keyword is in your KO area, so just one is in your KO area, you may place any number of friendly characters with the X-Men keyword adjacent to Cyclops, and then he may make a ranged attack.
Yeah, I love this. This is my
Pretty
favorite
dang
of the
nuts.
three.
It's pretty dang
Easily.
strong. This Cyclops style is also, I like the rest are like these smaller point leaders. He's a 75 point piece. He's like 8 clicks of life. His second trait is Strategic Brilliance. It gives him ESD, Force Blast, adjacent friendly characters. The X-Men keyword use enhancement. Oh, holy crap. So he's just shooting for 7 damage. You're just pulling up with the crew, and he's, boom, blasting somebody. So, yeah, using the power action to also like make an attack, pretty dang good.
But also,
it
just
feels like less of a waste of an action. It's pretty cool.
Adjacent X-Men get enhancement in general.
It's also really insanely strong. When he's just running, shotting around, people are just making him a 7 too, which is just nuts. So he has improved movement, elevated, and then improved targeting, can shoot out of adjacency, and then destroys blocking terrain. So pretty sick. And then he has toughness, willpower for his first 3 clicks. Then he goes on to some sidestep, willpower, perplex, but very relatively squishy, but really deep dial for old Scott Summers here, and he's just hitting like a truck.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty insane.
I dig it. This next piece I also really like. I think this cable is super cool. I know other people will like the other cable more, but I like this cable more than that cable. That cable is like too good. I don't want to play that cable.
That's fair.
This cable, though, is a lot of fun. 200 times this trait. Probability control. Cable can use it an additional time each turn for each character with the X-Men keyword and KO area. That sounds like a lot of fun. Electromagnetic cluster grenade, pulse wave, but characters with the robot or sentinel keywords are dealt 2 damage instead of 1. So pulse wave's nice. A little additional pulse wave, pretty cool as well. And then techno-organic virus is invincible. And then once per turn when Cable takes damage after resolutions, you can heal him a click. He's got improved targeting hindering. He's also just a perplex. He's a running shot. And then he just has the traded prob. So he's a perplex prob, pulse wave, running shot piece. So he can deal pretty solid damage. He's got pretty good sustain. He's got great utility. I think he's just a very well-rounded piece. I don't know a ton about Cable, but what I do know is that he looks
just sick.
Super cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Coolest of the Summers?
Really don't know. Oh,
I can't
easily.
even know. Havoc is
Cyclops.
dope, too. Havoc has such a cool
I
costume.
think Havoc is taking third place, though, between Cyclops and Cable. I don't know.
Gosh, that's fair, actually.
I don't know. I really don't know if, I don't know if Havoc's...
It's a tough competition for the coolest Summers,
Summers, yeah.
Gosh,
Cable rocks,
Cable
though.
might be
Cable's
number one.
just sick every time. Like, I don't know. Cable's
yeah, for
awesome.
a second I was like, oh yeah, it's so clear cut. Then I thought about it. I was like, no, it is not.
Yeah.
It's actually like the closest top 3 of my life.
Yeah, it really is.
The coolest Summers brothers. Sound off on that one. Okay, but if I had to... Gosh, Havoc is so dope, though.
He's all right.
I think he's sick.
I think even Cyclops, the fact that he's a huge jerk is still, like, cooler than Havoc.
Am I going to put...
I think it's like Cable.
Am I going to put Cyclops third?
I wouldn't put Cyclops third. That's crazy. I would do Cable, Cyclops, Havoc. I never really liked Havoc all that much, I guess. I don't really know much about Havoc.
Dude, he's awesome.
Is he? What is his power? What does he do?
He's got Cyclops. He's like Cyclops in the sense where I think like all of his costumes are just bangers. Okay. I don't know very much about any of these characters.
I can't like
clear. They all have
think of Havoc in my brain right now. I don't know what he looks like. He's got the circles. Is that him? Okay.
Sometimes.
I don't think that's a very cool look. He's got like the white stuff over his head.
Do you remember the legacy card Havoc?
Not really.
No,
I don't. Yeah.
You don't remember that one at all?
No. What set was that? House of X or something?
Mutant Mayhem.
Mutant Mayhem. Oh no, but I mean, like, what set did the legacy card come in?
Oh my
House of X or something. Yeah, dude, Havoc sucks. What is that? You can't even remember.
I don't know. House of X?
House of X didn't have legacy cards. I shouldn't have said that.
No, it was. What's the other one called? X of Swords.
X of Swords.
There's an X in there somewhere.
There's an X. There's got to be.
I think Cable takes the number 1 spot.
Cable's the coolest Summers. I'd say we've got some Cyclops fans. Let's say Cyclops. I would really like to hear the argument for Havoc, though. I really don't know anything about Havoc at all.
I think he looks super cool.
He dies in Days of Future Past. No, he dies in Age of Apocalypse.
There's an episode about him in the old animated series. And then...
I've definitely seen that.
Where they're like surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they like...
But he's got Cyclops powers, but like through his arms.
But they're like... I thought it was through his like chest. His arms?
He shoots him out.
Okay.
I think he can shoot it from his chest.
Gotcha.
I think it's varied.
Yeah.
Again,
it's over the place.
I don't know like anything about any.
All I know is that they were apparently born in Alaska, but you know where they were raised, Ian?
Where?
Right here in Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Yeah. There's some Alaska, Nebraska boys.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Cable.
Cable's cool though. I do like this version of Cable a lot.
Havoc,
I think he hits all the main Cable things you want though. He's got prop control. He's got a cool like some kind of pulse wave Pensai ability, and then he's got some phasing. You always want to see that.
Bring back the body slide, though.
Dude. I love body slide so much.
He's no Deadpool Cable.
Deadpool X Force 014.
I think that's
common.
Right. I'll
10,
give you
11, 10, 11, 17, 4.
18.
He's not an 18. You ready for this? He's not an 18. He's a 17, dude.
Pretty sure he's an 18.
He's a 17.
I'm ready to be proven wrong.
Boom.
Oh.
17 defense. 10, 11, 17, 4.
I could have told you 120, though. I could have told you
I knew 120.
Too.
I knew 120. I knew the colors. I love this guy.
Yeah, amazing. One of the best Heroclix ever made.
Just all time.
Cable.
Oh,
he's
easily.
Top 10 all time.
All right.
Anyway, Cable's sick.
Prime Cable. Marauder, Sentinel, X-Men, Future Soldier. Really wacky. keywords for Cable here. He's 60 points. Whoa, Ian, what was that?
Oh, just a Arizona Rizzlerberry tea in honor of Prime Cable being absurd. I thought I would have an absurd drink.
Yeah.
This is non-alcoholic, to be clear.
Yeah.
It's just an Arizona. It has a picture of the Rizzler on it.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty dope.
It's pretty wild.
Get a live review. Would you like to try?
Sure. I actually haven't had any of these yet. These the Arizona Rizzler
What?
Berry.
No. That's not what it's called.
Arizona.
Thank you.
Rizzler Berry original iced tea.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's really good.
There you go.
That's sweet, man. Holy smokes!
It is. It's hard to drink.
Wow, that's really sweet.
Sparkling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, it's good though. I like it. Not really even a tea guy, but I mean, I think because it's probably so sweet, it's
not even tea. Arizona
it's
is
really
just sugar and juice.
Oh, is it? I think it's actually the first Arizona anything I've had because
Really?
I've never bought those.
What?
Never been an Arizona guy. I never really
had an
understood
Arnold
them.
Palmer from Arizona?
No, but if Brody's listening, my brother, he's had like 18 million Arnold Palmers from them.
Yeah, my dad.
He went
used to
through
hook
those
it
in
up.
college like crazy.
Used to have-
Stacks
in,
of
middle
Palmers,
school.
dude.
When I first started working at my current job, there was like literally a fountain that dispenses Arnold Palmers. Pretty sure I put on like 10 pounds
Wild.
Just drinking.
That's so funny.
I was like getting a bit of a gut when I first started working there. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like sugary beverages.
You got to play more golf.
You cut that out. Yeah,
Got
I
to
got
be more active.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Anyway, Prime Cable.
So Prime Cable, 60 points for 5 points less, which I think is just funny. Like I said, weird keywords. He has running shot as free. So it's not running shot period, running shot as free. It's running shot as free, but only if a friendly character is named Mr. Sinister or an opposing character has the X-Men keyword. So to guarantee it, you kind of got to play a 50-point Mr. Sinister, who is good, who has a lot of really good abilities, but then that makes this guy's price 110 points.
The fact that he doesn't just have running shot, wow, I didn't notice that.
Is really wild, right? Yeah. Because his special speed power is Force Blast. When Cable uses it, he also knocks back all opposing characters adjacent to the original target. When a character knocked back by Cable would take knockback damage, they take 3 knockback damage instead. Now that is really important to note because now we're going to talk about, that's an extra little thing. But his damage power, really quickly, Forced Betrayal. Cable, when he attacks, opposing characters can't use Mastermind, Shape Change, or Super Senses.
Like, what is this?
Nuts. And he's just a 12-4 penetrating psychic blast. So he's getting through everything but, like, invincible. Now, his knockback special, I think the big thing to note is that if you give him, like, what is it? Is it the ultimate weapon? Is that what it's called? Universal weapon. Yeah. You can just choose Pulse Wave. And so now people are taking 3, so they're taking, 1 damage from the Pulse Wave and then 3 damage from the knockback.
No
so
powers.
That's 4 damage of just no powers at all, which is just insane.
But now, let's go to the sidebar, sir.
Okay.
Where we talk about Hadari Yao.
Okay, also, yeah.
And we talk about how Hadari Yao, she was good.
She was good.
She was good.
She was
won some stuff.
Very popular.
Very nasty. She was 100 points, or she was 60. And she also did not have move and attack right off the bat, similar to our friend Cable, unless you play Sinister, which is very similar to paying 40 more points to give her running shot, or giving her like a motorcycle for 15 more points. She did almost the same thing that this guy did. She did 3 damage pulse waves. And largely ended up... And she was also kind of a pain in the butt to kill.
She was, yeah.
But she was kind of a flash in the pan.
Is she harder? I think she's probably harder to kill than this Cable.
Situationally.
Situationally, yeah,
depends.
that's sure.
So I don't know. I think this Prime Cable is absurd, but another note, deal 1 damage to him, he loses the free running shot. So if you paid for Sinister and you deal this guy 1 damage, still very good.
The free running shot is traded.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's his Force Blast thing. His cool
loses an even
3
better
damage.
Power.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Thank you for that point, though. But I'm saying I do say this to say I think there's a lot of similarities to this figure as there is to Hadari Yao. And Hadari Yao is like a footnote figure right now in the
That is kind of crazy to think about. And then people are really
this is
hot
a Prime
on
too.
This guy. Yeah.
I'd say the biggest difference with this guy, I mean, his damage output is obviously absurd. You're obviously still playing him with the universal weapon. He gets move and attack with his universal weapon at the lower cost. So he does more. He also obviously ignores Mastermind, Shape Change, Senses. But who cares about that when you're probably just pulse waving anyway?
Pulse wave.
So I don't know. I think this guy is insane. I don't think he's the best figure in the set. I've already said that. I think there's a better Prime coming up here soon, which I don't have to talk much on. But I really do think this Cable could be a situation where everyone's playing him hot out the gates, and then he kind of fizzles out like Hadar Yao did.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
I see a lot of similarities here. Although he is just 7 clicks of invincible. And yeah, the Sinister, who we'll get to, is also very good. But Cable, definitely a crazy Prime, definitely absurd.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he might not be what you think he is, where he's like, the sky is falling, the world is ending, level of meta good. Now we go to our next figure, which is Marvel Girl. I've never heard of a DC girl.
Wow. Get dunked on.
I've heard of an indie girl, though.
Yeah, true. Goodness gracious. Image Girl? It's gotta be. Maybe not.
Maybe I haven't heard of that.
There is no DC girl. Wow. Get kind of stunted on Distinguished Competition. Take that one to the bank.
Where's Detective Comics Girl?
Where's Detective Comics Girl? Where's she at?
All right. So Marvel Girl, what does she do? She is 60 points. She has a trait, which is Madeline fights with me today. Traded mind control. Free, place a standard terrain marker within range and line of fire into another square within range and line of fire. So you can swing this 5 squares back to 5 squares forward, so technically like 11 squares. No line of fire for the terrain, only she needs to be able to see it. That's kind of cool. She also has world-class telekinetic, which gives her telekinesis. Range, choose a terrain marker within range and line of fire. Marvel Girl uses Quake as free as if she occupies that square. So she does have running shot on her dial, so she could running shot, pick some terrain, Quake through it. And then the Quake is as if she occupied that square, so it'll break the terrain. But it also says that you can do it through a terrain marker, which Debris, if I'm not mistaken, is. So, you can continue to do that. And then she also has Barrier Super Senses, which is opposing characters adjacent to terrain generated or placed by Marvel Girl since the beginning of your last turn must roll for breakaway as if they were adjacent to her. So she can swing stuff in front of you, she can running shot, she can Quake through it, and then you have to break away from it. Well, if she Quakes through it, it's going to break, so you don't have to break away from it anymore because it's different terrain. I don't know. This figure gives me a lot of questions, but I think it's kind of cool. I wish she was 10 less points. I feel like 50 would just kind of be more cohesive with the current X-Men. But I think swinging terrain is kind of fun. The Ring of TK just kind of lets you do what she does for most of the time free.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer.
True. Yeah, bummer.
But if you gave her the Ring of TK, you could do a lot of... I was thinking about playing her with, obviously... Trap House Joker.
Ooh, baby.
And just moving so much terrain. And then Arcade, too, obviously. She could get into the Trap House.
Oh, she's definitely in. No cover.
She could be Joker's Trap Queen.
Okay.
So that's where Marvel Girl is in my heart.
Gosh.
But I think she's fun. I think it's a cool...
it's so funny.
Cool cohesion.
Then we're going on to Abscissa over here. She is a wild card. She's 50 points, or probably on your sideline. She has the trait Extra Life, so sideline active at the beginning of the turn.
But she's still fine outside of the sideline. She's not bad.
No, I think she's really solid. I really do think she's a solid attacking piece. I think her hypersonic ability is really cool. So at the beginning of the turn, you add an Extra Life token to your sideline, and then her second thing is Mojo needed beta testers. Sideline active, when a friendly character with the X-Men keyword would be KO'd, you may remove any one Extra Life token from your sideline. If you do, instead, turn that character to its last non-KO click, and after resolutions, you generate Abscissa on click number 5 from your sideline, if able, adjacent to that character. Oh, interesting.
No, I've realized.
Yeah.
I've realized
able,
what you can
right?
do.
So yeah.
No, you main force Abscissa, and then you can use multiple Extra Life tokens. Because it says if able. You're not able to if she's already on the board.
Oh, that's funny.
So you can use Jubilee's
generate
extra,
her from
extra
your
life
sideline
token.
if able. Oh yeah, there it is. Player
so
main
you
force.
main force Abscissa, and then you can do that. I don't think anyone was talking about that, though, to be clear. But that seems pretty reasonable.
Pretty solid. Yeah. Brings
Death
people
Metal
back
Wonder
to life.
Woman was 50.
True. She has stop click.
She can
crazy
revive
super
herself.
senses and stuff. Yeah. But the rest of her dials, she uses a hypersonic speed. She has a special attack power, invulnerability, and shape change. Top click, she does have 2 targets, which is important to note. She has Rolling Cutter as her special attack power for her first 2 and last click. Gives her Giant Reach 3, which is actually useful with hypersonic speed because her 3 range would be a 2, so now it's at least 3. It gives her Blades, Claws, Fangs, but she may use it and target multiple people and roll a separate d6 for each hit character. So, pretty cool. If you also deal her damage, she has Exploit with it versus top dial. She only has Shape Change, so kind of some neat stuff. She's got some weird running shot, just energy explosion, Jubilee-esque stuff going on. She ignores characters and elevated terrain. Also, side note, I just love her sculpt. I love the Tron grid that she's like skating on.
Oh, yeah.
Which looks really cool. So, yeah, really fun piece. Really
so if
good.
you main force Abscissa, if you play the Jubilee, that's 90 points. And then if you play the Morph who revives an X-Men, that's triple X-Men revive for a measly 140 points.
So many.
I'll probably play that at some point.
It would be pretty fun, but that's a lot.
Abscissa also has to like stay alive.
Yeah, she does, which is...
Without her.
Yeah.
What would we be? This Storm is interesting.
It's a dial of all time, Ian.
It's, I mean, like, I like it, but it's also, I don't know. Let's just talk about it. So, Morlock's keyword. There you go. There's another Morlock.
Oh, thank goodness.
X-Men, Deity, Mystical. Get your Chthons out. Ruler. Just kidding. He's banned in silver. Mistress of the Elements. Force Blast, Sidestep as a trait. Sidestep trait is always very nice. Force Blast as well. If Storm occupies outdoor terrain, modify her combat values +1, and she can use Giant Reach 3 and Quake. That's cool.
I like that a lot.
So, if she's outside, she's 11, 12, 19, 4. If she's not, she's 10, 11, 18, 3. Ew. And then buffeting wins? Is that right?
Buffeting wins?
Buffeting wins?
As in, like, I guess it's got to be buffeting wins, right? It's not like buffet. That's silly. Yeah, it can't
Royal
be.
Forking wins?
Oh, gosh.
Pizza Ranching
Golden
wins?
Corral wins?
Golden Corralling wins.
Was it CC's Pizza wins? Wins?
I need to look at buffet.
God, it's probably buffeting.
It's supposed to be buffering? Is this a typo? Maybe. Energy shield deflection, willpower. Opposing characters within 6 squares have range. That's not bad. She's 9 clicks. Stealth, energy explosion. Again, with a traded force blast is very nice. Leadership. Switches on to some in-cap. I think the problem here is... Sorry.
Befang is the consequence of a cyclic aerodynamic load, such as an oscillating shock or separated flow hitting another surface downstream.
Is it pronounced buffeting?
I don't know if it's pronounced Befang. I'm on what looks like r/aviation or some weird forum aviation website.
Buffeting.
Buffeting. Warren Buffeting wins.
But if it's buffeting, I love it. It's okay. Anyway, this dial, I don't know, it's long. She can have some big stats, but I just don't really know what you're doing. And she also, like, has no reducers. She doesn't have any rollouts until click 6. Like, I feel like you're just going to hit her, and then she's going to be kind of hurt. Other than that, she's like a stealth piece. Like, she has a lot of power. She has a lot of things she can do. But the question is, will you be able to, like, actually do them? Also, having stealth with energy shield deflection.
It seems a little silly now.
Well, but then you can be in both situations. Yeah, but I'm probably building a team for, like, one way or the other. So I guess it's nice, but it's also, like, I don't know, pick a lane kind of thing.
I think it's a little redundant.
She does a lot of stuff. She just doesn't do one thing specifically well, which I think kind of holds her back. Sculpt is so cool, though.
It is cool. The non-prime rogue is Brotherhood of Mutants and X-Men. She is... Ooh, wow, she's a wild card. She's trying to make up her mind between the Brotherhood of Mutants and the X-Men, I guess. Trait Heads Up.
It's actually a really good explanation for it.
Probably,
I
would assume, right? Yeah. Heads Up. Once per turn, when a rogue knocks back an opposing character after resolutions, she may make a close attack targeting all opposing characters adjacent to a character she knocked back. That's crazy. Regardless of adjacency to her. So she just punches one person, then she can punch everybody next to that person. Really good. She just kind of knocks him into a group of the fellas. And then she has a trait, Sugar, I Can't Feel You. That should be Sugar, right? Anyways, for the character with the X-Men keyword is in your KO area, Rogue can use Battle Fury and Hypersonic Speed. If any of those characters are named Gambit or Magneto, also modify her combat values +1. And she already has, like, at 125, she's a 10-11, 19-4, which means she's...
With the CCE.
With CCE. So, like, that's really a 10-12, 19-5. Becomes an 11-13, 26. Pretty nuts if Magneto or Gambit are dead. She also ignores blocking terrain when she moves, of note. She has charged the first 6 clicks of her dial, and she goes on some sidestep, and then her 75-point line has all the same powers, except for Invincible is replaced by Invulnerability, and then she has a special attack power. How about we spice up them rules? Super Strength, Rogue can knock back larger characters. Oh yeah, so she's all about punching above her weight class. That's pretty cool.
That's so fun. And then, breaks blocking on movement.
Yeah. This is actually, that's pretty
really
solid
good
rogue.
rogue.
That's pretty cool rogue.
Rogue.
That's pretty cool rock. Pretty cool rouge.
I almost want to skip this next figure.
I would love it if we could, but you can talk
We'll just
quick about it or whatever.
I mean, the A version of Rogue is actually like really solid, knocking people back, just punching people into the mountains instead of throwing objects into the mountains, the shields of kinds.
Yeah.
No, this figure's insane. This is the best figure in the set. There's no question about it in my mind. I think this is just absurd. Could I be completely wrong? Could people be overhyping her? Possibly. But man, okay. Well, let's go into some new revelations. If you guys remember, we talked about this figure pretty extensively last time. But with her outwit, another trick that you can do, whatever you're outwitting with Rogue, the opposing character doesn't have to have. So you can just outwit Pulse Wave, and now you just have Pulse Wave. Did they have Pulse Wave? No, but you do now. And yeah, that's crazy. She can't be targeted by anything other than attacks, guys. She gets to make free attacks. She gets to unequip and equip stuff. She's just an outwit piece. She ignores everything on movement. Just come on. This is crazy. Crazy. Wild card, I don't know. You name it. Give her anything. She doesn't even need equipment. She's already insane. This is the best piece in the set for so many reasons, in my opinion. I think blows Cable out of the water. Cable might be able to dump the damage. I don't know. I like Rogue so much more. I think Rogue is insane. Just one of those. And I think Rogue is also more interesting because I think Cable you read and you're instantly like, oh, that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
And Rogue you look at and go, wow, that's really good. Wait, that's really good. Oh, wait, that's really good. Maybe some people disagree and say like, oh, no, I knew how insane this figure was immediately.
Yeah. She's got a lot of fans. She really does.
I think if you showed her and Cable like side by side, people probably would have been going Cable.
Fair
in my opinion.
Okay.
But I don't know. Doesn't matter. Regardless, Rogue is insane. And you guys will probably hear more from me about her in the future.
Sadly, which sucks.
Yeah.
It's a huge bummer.
I mean, you won't even hear from me. You'll hear from the people
probably
who
really
win
just people
tournaments
that win
with her.
tournaments with her. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not looking forward to this piece existing for the next 2 years. Like a good solid 2 years because this is a post-world set, which is such a bummer. I don't know. It's one of the worst written scenes in all of, I think, any superhero media.
Very
ever.
lore accurate.
It's incredibly inaccurate. It's really lame. It just
very true to the characters.
To put Captain America in a show just to have him job to Rogue. Just for him,
so on the money.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. But it's just so lame. It's truly some awful writing.
I loved it. I thought it was
doesn't really do a whole lot. Rogue throws Rogue throws a temper tantrum. Anybody that actually agrees with Rogue in that scene is a toddler.
Genius.
Yeah. Maybe the brain of a 4-year-old. Emma Frost here
with a 0 behind it.
I'm a big fan.
The body of a 28-year-old
I really like Emma Frost. Both versions are pretty nuts. They're really cool. Now. Anyways, I played this one in sealed last week as well on my Prime Bishop team, and she was great. She was very solid. She has Hellfire Club, X-Men Politician Ruler, X-Men Team Ability. She has 60 points. She has improved targeting Norse characters, and she's 5-range triple target. She is a full dial of mind control and some in-cap top dial, full dial super senses. She got some empower, which is pretty cool. She has 2 traits. So, surviving Genosha. Once per game, when Emma Frost would be KO'd, you may instead choose one. You can replace her with 042B Emma Frost, with Prime Emma Frost on click number 4. Or you can turn Emma Frost to click 6 and then heal all friendly characters 1 click. Really cool, really good ability. I really liked it. Obviously, I didn't have the prime to turn into during sealed, so I just healed everybody a click, which is pretty solid. And it's protected pulse wave, which is something to note, which I really enjoy. So already solid ability. And then she just has straight up traded leadership, which we love to see. It's called behind the scenes. When Emma Frost uses it or her displayed damage power, she considers friendly characters that share a keyword with her as adjacent to herself. So she can take tokens anywhere off on the map, and she's basically giving your team an effective +1 to damage to all close combat attacks they make, no matter where she is, which is awesome. So I absolutely love that on the Emma Frost. She was a ton of fun to play. And yeah, if you can kind of TK her up, no movement attacks, so it's a little situational to get her mind control to pop off, but when it does, it's obviously super helpful. You can keep her in the back, and then she can ignore all your characters when she shoots through them for mind control, which is really solid. So a great, fun, solid super rare.
Yeah, nothing
crazy.
Standard characters turning into primes. And that seems to be baked into her cost like quite a bit.
Yeah, this for 60 points does seem like a lot.
I mean, it's good for like staying alive, which this next figure is like the king of.
Pretty
this
good.
Is,
the queen, the white queen.
The white
alive.
queen of.
There
yes,
we go.
Yes. This is, again, like Prime Bishop is really cool. But comparatively,
yeah, it's everybody else. Yeah, it's
what
tough.
it's like you're a prime.
Yeah,
it's like, huh? What's going on here?
Okay, Lucas.
Yeah.
Lucas Bishop.
Yeah, like you might be like, well. No, I was going to do a sports analogy. We won't do it.
Okay.
Secondary mutation. Emma Frost starts the game with 3 diamond tokens. When Emma Frost would take damage, if she has any diamond tokens, she may remove 1 instead of taking damage. Wow.
Really good.
You can do this as long as you have them. It's not once per turn. It's just you can remove a diamond token. And that's on any form of damage. It's just when she takes damage. So, yeah, tight. When an opposing character targets a friendly character with Outwit or Perplex, that never happens.
Never happens. Never once.
After resolutions, you may give Emma Frost a diamond token. That's global.
So that's insane. This is if you want to try to kill Emma Frost this game, she's effectively giving the team safeguard, opposing, Outwit, Perplex. And that's kind of a mental game you have to play with yourself, whether or not you want to try to kill Emma or just be like, no, I just got to worry about everything else.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fair, because really, besides not dying, she's a charge quake exploit piece. I'm not terrified of her, but I'm not scoring her.
I think you could make her a lot scarier.
Yeah?
With something like Destroyer armor.
Oh, Destroyer. Oh, yeah. Okay, for sure. Jeez, might as well give her +2 defense. I mean, yeah, she'll have Giant Reach, too.
And then she's just
solid.
Well, she's a 3 through 6 willpower at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So she's just going every turn. So that seems
once she
reasonable.
gets in there, closes the gap, yeah.
Animal Man, give her like a bunch of powers, whatever.
True.
But then, I think for the most part, you probably do ignore her and you outwit her defense power. So you take away the defend, and then you probably just try to ignore her.
That I will say, I played a practice 300 modern game against Johnny. Shout out Johnny this last Sunday. He did play her. And if you make enough attacks, you can definitely kill her. There is just a ton of attacks going around nowadays. I played Coliseum Cap, being able to be like, well, I'll at least hit you with 1 precision damage. Are you going to remove a diamond for that? Probably not. You can just kind of nickel and dime her down.
Well, no, it's instead of taking damage.
Yeah, I know. So would you remove a diamond for 1 damage?
Oh, to just ping.
It's basically saying, yeah. So you can basically
see.
ping her down until you feel like, okay, maybe I do have to start removing diamonds. Or, maybe you're like, oh, I guess I should not take the one little. So I think like Precision Strike with multi-target, where it's like I'm attacking something else, I'll throw 1 damage your way. Are you going to take a diamond off? Are you going to take the 1 damage? Etc. Like, I think there's plenty of ways to like try to nickel and dime her down. It's just not straightforward.
Yeah, that's very fair. Sorry, I misunderstood what you're saying.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I thought you were saying like...
No, that doesn't get around. No, that doesn't get around the diamond token thing. I'm just saying it puts you in a position to have to make a choice.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, that's totally fair. She's definitely killable.
Yeah.
I feel like in the right build, right setup, a point denial team with her though could be particularly nasty. We'll see.
Yeah, but she's the Marvel Rivals tank Emma Frost here. Close combat beast tank.
No kidding.
Yeah, she rocks. Into the chases. Is Magneto the first thing in every rarity besides rares? I think he is. Oh my gosh. He's the first super rare, he's the first uncommon, he's the first chase, the first common. That's so funny. I was like, I've talked a lot about Magneto this freaking episode. Magneto, brother to mutants, X-Men, celebrity, politician with celebrity. Interesting. He's got brother to mutants and the X-Men team ability. He has the gold. This is the flat Earth Magneto with the EMP lines happening, which is pretty cool. Looks sick. Global EMP, so he has traded Force Blast. Characters not named Magneto with one or more action tokens can't be given costed actions. That's nuts to me. That's crazy strong. Great ability. GG, like, holy smokes. So effectively, I have just half the action economy of this guy, which, for a tentpole, that's a lot of things you have to know. He's 250 points. So, second trait, the metal, get it, to do what is necessary. Incapacitate willpower. I don't know how often I'm using
Why give him incap?
I don't know how often I'm ever going to use incapacitate with Magneto, but it does say free if he has no action tokens, make an attack with an additional bolt for each debris marker within range. Again, I like that it references some form of debris. I think that's really cool. I guess it's free to just give you some action tokens, right? Because then they can't be given actions with his first trait. I guess that's why you would use incap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some ideas.
I guess it's fine. He's a 10, 12, 20 with 4 damage RCE, so it's really a 13 for 5 running shot Pensai invincible RCE top dial. He ignores blocking, destroys it when he moves through it, and he sees through characters and also destroys blocking terrain. He has 6 range, he can fly. He has a stop click on click 5 and 10. Both of these are 19 defenses, by the way. It gives him stop, energy shield deflection, invincible. When this click is revealed, after resolutions, give an opposing character an action token and deal that character 1 penetrating damage for each action token on them. I think it's kind of wild that it says not when this click is first revealed.
Yeah.
Seems pretty strong to try to... I don't know what you can do with 50 points to try to get him to bounce between these clicks, but seems like that should be there. Yeah. And then he gets some sidestep pulse wave later, and then he kind of goes back to... also always has probability control on these stop clicks, which is really good. And he's a 4 damage and a 12 attack, always on these stop clicks. Pretty nuts. I think he's a great tentpole. I think you can still get chewed up in a turn. You know, if no one gets action tokened up, people can really try to focus fire. I think you really have like 1 or 2 good turns to try to nickel and dime this Magneto down, maybe stick him on. Like, it doesn't feel great to leave him on click 3 and 4, but I guess that's where he's the least scary. And then any of the 6 through 9 clicks are also pretty, at least less scary than the rest of his dial, stat-wise. But it's still a scary, like, one-man army, and a really cool one-man army. And also, he's wearing the costume you like. He's got the black around his eyes.
This is exactly
He's got
what
effects
it's about.
Around his arms. He's a pretty freaking sick Magneto.
Baby. I really like the idea of playing him with the lasso in Silver Age.
Okay, yeah.
And
some
then,
more incap.
Yeah, just like moving through some blocking, so you have like 10 bolts. And just free incap every turn.
That's pretty funny.
That seems kind of fun. I'm sure there's more efficient ways to do that.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, I guess if he's really destroying a ton of blocking, he does get a lot of... Ugh.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think...
That's really good.
He's probably not viable in Modern, at least in the competitive sense. I think this guy will get blown through in Modern.
This guy will probably...
I think in Silver, though.
If you play him, like, locally... and no one really knows what level of local play you're doing, this guy could probably stomp some people out.
Yeah, you'll want to find a way. I mean, so Destroyer Armor, again, I feel like you have to put on and make him a 22.
Yeah.
Like, your tempo has to live. He's an 18 on click 3, so if he gets pinched once, he's a lot easier to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to need somebody, preferably not him, to destroy a bunch of blocking around him so he can get all of those bolts. That would be nice. And then also, if there was a way to stop people from like clearing action tokens, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or to stop like leadership or willpower or something.
There's a lot of
Power Ring is 50. He does that. The Legacy. There's probably something though which you can combo with him, which I think is cool. Previously before Incap got nerfed into the ground, back when Incap did unavoidable damage if they had 2
which is so
tokens,
sick.
I loved playing in-cap builds.
I love them so much.
In the same way I like poison builds. It was, similar thinking. So this kind of feels reminiscent of that to me, where it's more of a limiter team as opposed to just like, chipping them out. But on to the coolest figure in the set. He's got the Bamf trait that the rare did as well. So when he moves, you generate the thing. If you miss him, he goes back to the thing. He's Bamfing. 75 or 40. A rare instance where I really don't think you ever play him at 40. The lower dial, I don't No, thank you. At least for me. Improved movement, everything. He's super senses, but succeeds on a 4 through 6 as a trait everywhere at once. I keep reading that and thinking of that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once or whatever. I don't even know if I saw that movie. I might have.
I know I didn't see it.
Because there's another movie with a similar title, I think. I don't know. I think I might have watched it, and I was like, oh, that was okay. Anyway, the big thing with Nightcrawlers, no, mein Freund, 9, which is Blades, Claws, Fangs, Precision Strike. When Nightcrawler uses Blades, after resolutions, you may place him up to 3 squares away from his current square and make an attack. This power may be triggered up to twice per turn. Now, you do have to hit, because you have to hit to activate the Blades. But man, if you hit with that, holy. And there's a lot of ways to deploy him. He is only a 7 hypersonic. But honestly, I'm okay with his reach being a little pulled back compared to the other Nightcrawlers.
Yeah.
Because the potential damage output of this guy, especially with like Ares existing on the sideline, just ban that, by the way. There's another side piece.
Ares is just
one of the dumbest things ever.
I agree.
Hey, whoever has Blades can just nuke entire teams. Why? What did you pay for this? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing, brother. Nada. There's
like,
zero risk.
Panther
Fun
Ares?
fact, 0 risk whatsoever on the Ares. You don't get to score any points from this guy. He doesn't get generated on his last click to get KO'd. None of that. I'm just going to nuke you. I'm just going to roll up. Blade. Yeah.
Just, get rid of that. That sucks. Sorry.
I think we have a consensus. Ares suck. Get rid of him. Everybody's hand is raised here in the studio. I think that's we'll see it on the watch list.
I don't think you would have any complaints if they just banned Ares. Who's angry about that?
I'd be okay with it.
Who's angry about their AoE Blades nuke being taken away? And if you're mad about that, play something else. Sorry. Don't call for bans a lot. I've apologized a lot this episode. We're on one. We're on a heater.
We are.
Anyway, this Nightcrawler is very, very, very strong with Ares, because now you're doing that AoE nuke in addition to more attacks, in addition to placing, and then if you miss him, he poofs back. Now you can just outwit his super senses and probably just clip him pretty early, but that's where things like Morph come into play, and Morph can revive him with the alternate card. So I'm really excited to try and combo those things. I don't know how good it'll be. I think this is really cool. I think the sculpt's awesome. And I want to play all the Nightcrawlers, but this is easily the one that I'd like to play the most.
He's dope. Like, we haven't gotten a Nightcrawler in a really long time. And so when he's this prominent in the show and does that much cool stuff in the show, he deserves to do some sick, he deserves to have some good dials. Because Nightcrawler's the freaking man. The dude rules. Here we have Cyclops from the first episode where he's using the freaking laser beams to descend from the X-Jet, which is really sick. So Cyclops here is 70 points. He's got 2 traits. The first one is Smooth Operator. All right, cool. Force Blast / when Cyclops makes an attack. After resolutions, he may knock himself back 2 squares in any direction. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, dude, that rocks. Yeah, just like the first episode. He's kind of skating around. Another / when Cyclops hits and there's a 5 in the results to finalize attack roll. After resolutions, he may make a range attack, but only to target a character that he hasn't attacked this turn. And this can be repeated. Oh, so if he just keeps rolling 5s, he's just blasting. That is pretty sick. His second trait is definitely the good guy. Leadership, willpower. Good stuff. When Cyclops uses either and succeeds, after resolutions, you may move a friendly character the X-Men keyword up to 2 squares.
Including
really
himself.
Good. Including himself, yeah. A friendly character. Yeah, not another friendly character, just a friendly character. So yeah, he's moving. After resolutions, anytime he makes an attack, he gets to knock himself back 2 squares in any direction. So he gets to push himself around with all those different little rolling 5s to get new targets, whatever. And then when he uses leadership willpower, he could move himself up just to get some more reach, because he does just have sidestep. I say that but he has an insane amount of mobility, but again, he does only have sidestep, so some kind of way to make him move up is good. He doesn't have running shot, so that's solid. And then he has a stop click dead in the middle of his dial on click 4. I surrender. Not. Is a very American comedy.
I was going to say, I don't know how you don't read that Borat.
Sorry, I surrender. Not.
I surrender. Not.
Stop toughness.
My God.
Once per game, this click is revealed. After resolutions, you knock back all opposing characters in range. He's got a 5 range. His only improved targeting is he can shoot out of adjacency. He's really sick. He moves all over the place. He's gliding around. He's making all these crazy attacks. He plays just like Cyclops, like how you'd want him to play in that opening scene, which is really cool. So I dig it a lot.
Picture Cyclops, and he lifts up his visor, and then his like whole face changes, and he looks like Borat. Like, oh my God, it's Borat. The
Cyclops, but like you kind of erase the blue, so it looks like he's in a yellow Borat swimsuit, you know? It's just that. Swimsuit. Yeah, I don't want to say what it is.
I don't either.
It's awful. Anyways.
Cyclops,
Borat Cyclops. Wow, there's the nickname for him. Sorry, if you wanted him to be called Smooth Operator Cyclops, that's too bad. He's actually Borat Cyclops now.
Yeah, it's Borat Cyclops.
Oh, gosh.
A 4-syllable nickname.
I like it. Borat Cyclops.
Yeah.
Borat Psych.
Yeah, there you go. Borat Summers.
Borat Summers.
Also 4, but it's okay.
Borat Clops. I don't know. Something. I'm calling him Borat Cyclops. Cyrat.
Borops. Borclops.
Borclops. Sounds weird.
It does.
But,
it sounds like a Spawn villain.
Yeah. It does sound like a Spawn villain. I bet I've seen his action figure in every comic book shop in America.
Covered in dust. Yeah, you probably walked by Borclops like 50 times in your life. Oh, you're really telling me you don't know who Borclops is?
You don't know who Borclops is, dude? Really? That's when Spawn was getting good. That's when it was at peak.
Literally like Borat in his suit, wearing a Cyclops visor in Spawn packaging. At every comic store you've been to, there's the wall of
I know
Spawn
you've seen it.
That have not been touched. That is something I would legitimately like all listeners to sound off on. Does your local comic store have a wall of untouched Spawn toys?
Send us a picture of your local comic book store's untouched Spawn toy
that have been there for like, I'm talking,
I want
my
to see
hometown
the
one has
dust.
ones that have been there for 25 years.
I believe it. They'll sell eventually. Totally, for sure.
Maybe I'll go in there and I'll buy a Vindicator to just be like, somebody wants this. Keep that Spawn wall for another 25 years.
Oh, gosh.
Here's your $20.
That's so funny.
They like break down crying and salute
Thank
me.
you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do for this comic shop.
Spawn figure.
Your Spawn.
Crazy.
Anyway, Jubilee. And now that we've gotten off of
Borclops.
45 points. There's been some interesting points about this one. X-Men keyword, slaying them with the 4th of July. Knockback, pulse wave. I love that combo. When Jubilee uses it, you may instead target a single opposing character within range along a direct line of fire. If you do, she deals her printed damage value instead. Now, from what I understand, if you activate pulse wave, it still like ends all durations within 4.
Okay.
So even though you don't target a friendly, you'll still pulse wave the friendly technically.
Shut them
so
off.
If you were to like perplex her attack,
oh, I see.
You have to make sure they're outside
of it. Gotcha.
Which you can definitely do. I don't think people have given this figure.
Well, she's
a fair
got running
shit.
shot with it, right? So she can just move away.
People are like, "Oh, 10 attacks too low." It's like, yeah, but if you nuke somebody for 4, I think you're okay with that.
Yeah.
And there's ways to bump her up and get her out. So like, I like this. Also, knockback pulse wave. It's probably 5.
Yeah.
Stop is her flashbang is her defense ability, which is stop. When this click is first revealed, after resolutions give all opposing characters within range and line of fire an action token. She also destroys blocking on line of fire.
Because everyone does.
Every character does. But she's also a prop piece. Like for 45 points, there's a handful of stuff you can give her. I mean, you could give her the universal weapon. And now she can take things like energy explosion or psychic blast if you don't want to do that pulse wave. It's not optimal.
Don't know why you wouldn't want to.
Again, like say you want the attack bump, you don't necessarily need the pulse wave.
I guess, yeah.
There's like things you could do like that. I don't know, just throwing out ideas. I don't know what else you'd maybe equip her with. Destroy.
Give her the destroyer armor. Oh gosh, just pulse wave at every turn. Yeah, Animal Man would make sense. Give her some reducers or something. I mean, destroyer armor is also a reducer.
Yeah,
I
think that's hard. Is that there's not like a clear cut equipment to like make her amazing. I'm trying to think of things from Collector's Trove that I'd like to see on her. So yeah, I can see like the low attack kind of pushing you away. But again,
it is also getting rid of any defense modifiers at all as well, though. It is still a pulse wave.
Yeah.
So like the attack is low, so it gets it's still getting rid of like any whatever ESD, combat reflexes, perplexes on defense. If Captain America's on the team, the soldier, whatever stuff, right?
Sure.
Like so. at the very least, that's like one thing. But yeah, it's a low attack. But
if it was an 11,
full
I think
damage
people
pulse
would be
wave
a
is
lot bigger on her.
Yeah,
but I still like her. I think she's solid.
I think she's really good.
So
yeah,
we will see.
Madeline Pryor over here at 100 points. She's really cool. I don't love her point value. I don't love...
It's worth it for the shenanigans.
I really don't love that she has Pulse Wave. I really hate that she has Pulse Wave.
That also
Madeline
is
Pryor.
like...
That's like...
well, doesn't, you have an army of bystanders.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it. Like, it doesn't agree with itself. Pulse Wave does not agree with everything she's kind of about. Marauder's X-Men Monster, Mystical Ruler. She's Cosmic Energy and the Mystic Steam ability. She has a trait, Welcome to My Inferno. At the beginning of the game, you generate 4 Phantasm Bystanders in your starting area. Friendly characters within range can use Madeline Pryor's displayed damage power. All friendly bystanders in range. And she has Prob, top dial. Then on 4-5, she has Perplex. And then on her last 2 clicks, she has Outwit. So think about giving that to all of your bystanders. Okay. Second trait, a nothing person from a nowhere place. A man with no name, a horse with no name. Energy Shield Deflection, Shape Change, traded. Mind Control as free, but only if a friendly character used Shape Change and succeeded since your last turn. She can use her displayed damage power. So Shape Change is not a displayed damage power, so they can't use Shape Change. Click on the Phantasm. They just have it. Never mind. They are a 4-range flight. They 6 speed, 10 attack, 17, 3 damage with charge, toughness, and shape change. Little Phantasm dudes getting sent out there with the 4-range, being able to use Prob. That's a ton of different.
Now, if you were playing
control.
Forge, how quickly is the adversary coming out against this piece?
Oh my gosh, so fast. Instantly.
Yeah, it's
instantaneous.
Like, oh, you have 40 Probs?
Yeah.
No,
you don't. You're ridiculous.
I'm cursing.
But yeah. It really is like, I'm just probably never using Pulse Wave with this piece because I want to keep all my bystanders within 4. I don't want to kill them, and I want them to all have Prob, so why would I have Pulse Wave? I think that's a little silly. Besides that, though, really good. The down dial stuff is a little weird with the barrier TK mind control. I guess that's her turning into just like normal Madeline and less like Goblin Queen Madeline. But
it doesn't matter what the dial's doing, okay?
True.
And what matters is getting as many bystanders on the board as possible and having 9 million Probs.
And then, all constructs are bystanders, so there you go.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do say.
Well, welcome to the core. Ganthet giving her Green Lantern.
There's some mystical. Oh yeah, you can just give her Green Lantern with Ganthet, can't you? Wow. But I was like, there are a few mystical core members that would keep theme, but yeah, Ganthet could just make her a Green Lantern.
Now we're cooking. Do I think she's very good? Honestly,
I think she's fun. I don't think she's really good. No, I think she's fun though.
But yeah, wow, the Pulse Wave thing, you pointing that out. Yeah, I do not like that.
Yeah, I don't love
upsetting.
It. Yeah.
But I love giving 9,000 things Prob. That's very funny.
It is funny.
Now, if we could somehow jack up their defenses like crazy.
Yeah. Them being a 17
doesn't matter a ton, but regardless. Mr. Sinister, the second coming of Machine Smith, this time with more gas than ever.
Third coming of Machine Smith?
Who else has gotten a Machine Smith effect?
He's just gotten a legacy card. So
yeah, and that legacy card was...
the second coming.
Trash.
So this was the third. No. Oh, it was trash. Sorry, Johnny.
I mean, come on. That
no, effect, I didn't like it at all.
He didn't even get the effect.
It's true. He didn't make the actual clone. He didn't make
the most disappointing dupe. Not the most disappointing legacy card.
There's a definitely within that set. There's a more disappointing legacy card.
Which set was it?
Collector's
Show. Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was literally just
a
the
reprint
same figure
and
but worse.
No, you're right, Mr. Sinister. I do. Yeah, the second coming of goated OG Machine Smith. Shout out to Captain America set Machine Smith.
Throwing up all them robots. You already know. Anyway, Mr. Sinister is the 100 or 50 point line man himself. And he's got Twisted Experiments as a trait, which is at the beginning of the game, choose an opposing character and generate a clone bystander. They do not have to be standard. This is anybody. You could choose Kong. This game, the clone bystander is considered to have the same name as the chosen character, can use the standard powers the chosen character can use, and may replace its combat values with the displayed values of the chosen character. This could go so crazy against something like Collector, who just has 9 million powers.
It's insane that it's not displayed standard powers, but all powers they can use. That's what makes it so crazy
Rogue,
strong.
You get a bystander that's just 9, 12, 19, 4 with hypersonic.
That's nuts.
So awesome. And then when the clone bystander would be KO'd, roll a d6, 5 through 6. Instead, the clone isn't KO'd, protected pulse wave. If you can somehow get this guy on a theme team with the Falcon Red Wing.
Oh, passed. That's easy.
Are they both passed?
Well, Falcon Red Wing, he gets Captain America's keywords, and Captain America usually has passed.
There you go.
So, yeah.
So then the bystander has 2 rollouts to live, a 4 through 6 and a 5 through 6.
And then, then Mr. Sinister can also be, if it's like kooky passed, then it's like, he can
Welcome to the Avengers.
He can also, he's an Avenger, and he's got freaking Mystics and +2 speed, and he's got whatever.
I mean, you're never going to play this guy at 100. I'm sorry.
No.
He's a glorified, like, running shot piece. And barely glorified. But he does have, I know your jeans, Jean. And jeans is spelled Jeans. He stole her pants in this in the TV show.
Jean Grey has great
jeans. You remember that
episode? I do remember that episode.
The Sinister of the Traveling Pants.
I hate you so much.
That was so good.
That was bad. That was awful.
That was a banger.
Oh my gosh, Ian.
That was good.
Oh.
That was like crazy good. That was off the top of my head.
That hurt. That hurt to listen to. That was painful.
That was amazing. Jean Grey, and she's
the
dead.
Sinister of the Traveling Pants. I hate how like good it was, but it's also just gosh. Wow.
Yeah, everyone knows that movie is actually about like eugenics.
Oh my gosh,
Isn't
dude.
it? The Sinister of the Traveling Pants.
No, it's about like how the Sinister of the Traveling Pants? Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Cloning women by stealing their pair of jeans.
What is this?
And then they all fight over who gets to wear the pants. It's a good movie. Hollywood continues to suppress my genius. I digress. Outwit, perplex, probability control. When Mr. Sinister uses them, he may choose that he has a range of 8 and line of fire he draws can't be blocked. That's very good. If he does, he may only target characters that share a name with another character on the map. Well, somebody's going to. People have pointed this out, playing with Major Logan and Silver. Just always get that trigger. That seems good. But yeah, this is going to be your linchpin to making Cable Prime go crazy. And he gets a very strong bystander. This guy's going to give you a lot of offense. He gives you like the trinity of outwit, perplex, prob, and he makes your Cable go. I don't know how you can be mad about this.
I think this is really good.
Baby in the sculpt, kind of weird.
Creepy. Super creepy. Don't like it. I guess
it's fitting because the character is very creepy. But yeah.
I'm happy it wasn't that weird, like, pot-bellied Mr. Sinister that he gets turned into. You remember that? Madeline, like, messes him up or something.
Oh, yeah.
Into,
okay.
like, this really weird version of Mr. Sinister. It's like, oh.
The, like, kind of chunky, weird-looking thing.
Yeah.
That whole... Was that, like, the 3rd episode?
That's like the last episode. Yeah, they're, like, fighting by that lake or whatever.
And he's like, no,
I'm
ugly now.
My whole thing was making the perfect, powerful mutant or whatever.
Getting perfect denim jeans.
American Eagle or something.
It's the Genix.
Oh my gosh. That took a second. The Genix Force.
So picture like the flames of the Phoenix.
Dude, I'm picturing like a dude in a denim jacket. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah.
Shooting denim. Just like waves of denim.
Why does this not exist? Why hasn't this been made yet? The Genix Force? Pouch versus the Genix Force. How is that not just a Rob Liefeld comic?
Gun pouch?
Yeah, dude, gun pouch. It was all pouches.
Versus the Genix. I love this. I love the Sinister of the Traveling Pants. It's a good movie. Watch it sometime.
Wow.
All right, that's my review of Mr. Sinister. Is honestly like crazy.
He's
strong.
awesome. He's a crazy strong figure. He does something really cool. I love him. Bastion. So we'll talk about him. He's bad. He's really bad. He's awful. He's 295 points. I don't like him at all. 295 points or 175 points.
I like his lower line.
Sure. 120 points for those 4 clicks is a pretty tough. It's a tough sell. Yeah. Sentinel Future Robot, Cosmic Energy, 6 range, triple target, improved targeting. Yeah, that's right. You guessed it. Destroys blocking terrain. Almost had you fooled. And then of course he has the flight. And he's got trait techno-organic integration. Free. Choose an adjacent non-debris terrain marker or a terrain marker held by or equipped to an adjacent character. Remove that terrain marker from the game and heal Bastion equal to its destroy value. I do like this effect because I think it's very unique. There hasn't been a lot of interaction with terrain markers besides like a lot of placement stuff, destroying stuff, but actually using the destroy value and seeing that icon on just something that's not a terrain marker is really cool, and it shows a lot of just good, just
I think it's really easy
using
to
parts
play
of the
around,
game. Yeah, it is. Okay, fair enough.
But it is. I think it's very cool.
He has a special attack which he only starts with on his 175 point line. Otherwise, it's on clicks 3 through 5, and then 10 and 11. Future Tide. Pulse Wave. When Bastion uses it before replacing his range, you may place all characters within range in line of fire within 4 squares in line of fire. So he's got 6 range, and you can perplex this up for sure and get those people out of the Pulse Wave, obviously, before you shut them off, to then pull those people in, which is useful. It is obviously really good. He does only have Sidestep on click 5 when he has this ability on a top dial, and then he has a stop clicks on clicks 3, 7, and 11. How many times did you fail to stop me? It gives him stop impervious. When this click is first revealed, after resolutions, you may generate a blocking terrain marker in a square within range. Now, yeah, I think what he does, like the Future Tide, is probably the coolest thing that he does have. Obviously, the special Pulse Wave is still good, but even then, it's still only like 1 damage. For being 175 points, he has no rollouts. He does have a way to heal, but it's only on his turn. He does have a stop click. He doesn't reduce penetrating damage, though. I'm just not super impressed by Bastion with being a tentpole, just honestly.
Yeah, I don't think his higher lines are that impressive.
Yeah, I don't think his lower lines are that impressive.
I don't either, but his pulse wave is so cool that I'm like,
it is cool. That is a cool ability.
Totally
I just wish
fine.
it wasn't tied to a 175 point piece besides that.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, Kalder. Well, that's the set.
Let's do it. That's the set. That's X-Men 97. We ended on a bummer note, but shout out.
We're not ending on a bummer note. We're going to do...
Well, we have to do the classic. We got to give the set rank.
Quick recap. So how would you... out of 10, what are you ranking the CUR at?
I think I've had a lot of fun with the sealed gameplay, and I've really enjoyed it. So the CUR, for me, is honestly a solid, like, I'm going to go like 8.5. I think really good CUR. I really enjoy it. I think there's a lot of fun effects. I think some of the strongest pieces in the set are in the CUR. Really like them.
I think my problem with the CUR is that the highs are like really high for me, but the lows are like, my goodness, what is this? So I'm leaning more towards like a 7.
I think the lowest low is like
half.
Rare Bastion. After that, everything
Bishop.
seems... Oh, yeah, Bishop and Bastion. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Some of the... I mean, a lot of the goons I'm just kind of like, about. Gambit.
I do like at least that there are goons. Yeah, Gambit's a bummer, but
there's a handful. It's like Jubilee. I don't really care about. Like, I mean,
but she's at least a good dial.
One is like fine. Yeah, I don't know.
I did really enjoy the sealed gameplay of this set, though. It never felt like
that's a separate category.
That is, I guess, it is a separate category. That's true.
I don't know. Like the generics didn't quite do it for me. Like Dr. Valerie Cooper, I don't really care for.
Ooh, I love the Dino Men, though. But man, I do love the Dino Men.
Are cool. The
so
Secret
sick.
Comment's awesome. Cyclops is so freaking cool. That Rogue is pretty solid.
Rogue is great.
The Magnetos are great.
Love the rare Wolverine. Love the Magnetos. Love Morph. Nightcrawler.
But then there's, just a handful of stuff.
Forge,
like,
Captain America, big fan.
Oh, gosh. Like the rares specifically are, I think, just kind of like Bummer City almost.
Sure.
Like
I think it's like 50-50 on the rares. I think half are solid.
Don't love Bastion. Callisto, like character-wise, just whatever.
Yeah.
Sunspot's cool. Phoenix, well, I already said, just no.
Right.
Captain America, he's cool. Forge I like.
Cool.
Bishop, what year is it?
Non-prime, yeah.
Executioner, no.
Huge bummer. I guess he is
Wolverine,
honestly
passable for Wolverine.
I
Very
should
cool.
actually, honestly, just for Executioner, I'm going to go down to an 8, not an 8.5.
So I'm like at a 7.
Yeah.
7.5.
Okay.
The super rares.
I'll
I
go
like
solid
the super
8.
rares a lot more than I think I like the... I don't think there's a super rare I dislike. I like Magneto. I like Professor X. Cyclops. Cable. Marvel Girl. Obsissa. Storm. I don't like Storm.
Yeah.
Rogue. Emma Frost. Kinda, whatever. Emma Frost Prime. Like, the super rares in this set for me are like probably like a 9.5.
Yeah.
9.5 all day.
I would give them an 8.5. I would give them my original Kerr ranking.
Sure.
I like them a lot. Again, the tough thing is I don't really I don't love any of the X-Men characters.
Yeah.
So it is hard to be like, I don't really like the character. So it's really, truly mechanically, do I like what the superheroes do? And it is true. I do really like what they do. I think they're really cool mechanically. But I just am not, I don't love any of these characters. Besides Cable,
I like
sick.
the Cyclops mechanically
Yeah.
a lot. I also just kind of like Cyclops. I like Cable. He's really cool. I agree with you, though. A lot of these characters, I just, I mean, obviously I like Magneto. Not my favorite costume, so that's fine.
These are mainstay X-Men, though. They're not bad character choices. I just personally don't like them. Like, yeah, Emma Frost, Magneto, like Cyclops. These are main X-Men characters, Rogue, whatever, like 100%. I just don't love them as characters myself.
How about Chases? Where are you at with them?
Chases feel pretty much like 90-10 to me, where it's like I at least like what all of them do besides Bastion. I think Magneto's cool. I love Nightcrawler. I think Cyclops is awesome. I love Jubilee's effect. I like Madeline besides the Pulse Wave. I think that's awesome because bystanders rule. And then Mr. Sinister being the clone is sick. Like, these are chases that all feel baller. Besides, I don't know, again, just Bastion. Sorry, Bastion, I don't really like you that much. You don't really do anything that I like. But
His Pulse Wave is cool.
Pulse Wave is cool.
That's about.
I'd rather just
say.
nuke somebody for 4.
It's true.
So, and also shout out Jubilee references, my second favorite holiday, 4th of July. Love 4th of July. I love hitting people with a flashbang in Call of Duty. But yeah, Nightcrawler's awesome. Magneto is sick. Cyclops, he moves around just like how Cyclops did in that first episode. Jubilee's baller. Right. And then, Madeline does cool bystander stuff. And Sinister, also cooler bystander stuff, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would give these it's tough though. I think chases you have to rank a little harsher. Just because some chase categories are just like, man, these are.
I think it's
so
like an 8.5,
baller.
9 for me. Because Madeline Pryor is. Like,
I would
cool.
probably just give it a 9 for just saying it could have been a 10 if it was. But again, I don't love any of these characters. That's another tough thing.
I love Magneto. I love Nightcrawler.
So I guess I love Nightcrawler. That's really it. Besides that, none of these other characters super duper do it for me. Besides, again, mechanically what they do. So I'm gonna probably give these guys.
Besides, what they. Besides, the game.
Yeah, but I don't play. I mean, I don't play the game for the game a lot of time. I play because they have the dude I like.
Yeah,
that's why I play this game. They have the guy I like.
It's just funny saying that.
But yeah, if they're not, it could be the coolest statue in the world, Ian. If it's not the dude I like, I don't want that.
That's so true. Yeah. So true. I don't know. That Cyclops I'm also not big on. He's all right in my book. So 8.5 is probably where I'm at. Cyclops is all right. Madeline Pryor seems fun, but is all right. And then Bastion is largely a dud in my book. I think if Bastion looked cooler, I'd like him better.
Yeah. Also,
Primes,
Jubilee had
Primes are
some
10.
more effects.
10 out of 10 for the Primes. We get 3 really playable Primes and then a cool Prime. Cable's cool. Rogue's cool.
Yeah.
Bishop's cool. Emma Frost is cool.
Just for Rogue, the Primes have to get a 6 from me.
Jeez. All right, so Kalder also gives them a 10.
I'll give them a 6. I'll give the Primes a 6. Just because Rogue.
Such an awful rating scale, but okay. Additional elements.
I'll give them.
What do you give them without Rogue, even though she's the best one?
Well, because I hate her. Because I hate functionally what she is, everything she's about. I dislike mechanically. If it was any other character from any other scene, I probably still wouldn't love it. Maybe I think it's kind of cool if it was a guy I liked, but because it's such an awful version of the character, I can't like it. Really can't. I'm not the world's biggest Emma Frost guy. Besides Marvel Rivals, love her in Marvel Rivals. But that is a cool Prime. Cable, Pulse Wave Shenanigans, I do think is really sick, and then Bishop I do think is really sick. So without her, they're an 8.
Yeah.
Even then, because again, these aren't characters I particularly love. They're all solid characters. I'm just not an X-Men guy.
Just as far as nailing the Primes go,
I'll give them a 7. I'll meet in the middle. I'll give them a 7.
These Primes are going to be, I think, Primes that people will play, and I think that's probably my most important metric for it. Is this a Prime that you'll consider a year from now? Rogue, I think the answer is yes. Cable, I think the answer is yes. Bishop, probably not, but he's cool enough that it's okay. But Emma, possibly a yes. So it's a Prime, because when you have so many Primes come out, it's so easy for them to get written off that it's if your Prime is not good enough or if it's not unique enough, it's just going to fade away and that's it, right? Yellow Lantern Scarecrow. I like that piece.
Oh, but he's so overcosted.
But man, he's bad.
Yeah.
Why is he a Prime?
Yeah.
So it's that's probably my biggest rating scale.
I would say they all have Prime effects at least. But again, as someone who's not a competitive player, and so it doesn't interest me that they're competitively viable. It just doesn't, because they're not characters I like. I'm going to rate them based off flavor and like,
I'm
like
not
the
saying
character?
You're wrong.
Yeah.
I was just explaining my thought process for it, which is like, if you're a prime that can have your merit for a prime, then yeah, you're a good prime in my book.
Sure.
But if you're a prime that's just like, I'm bad and I take your prime slot, it's like, and I don't really do anything
But at the
unique.
same time, there's a prime that's like, we'll say Colossus Prime. I think he's a horrible prime.
Yeah.
You know,
terrible.
Does he deserve to be, I guess, a prime? Sure, but like that's not a figure I like at all.
Well, he doesn't do what I'm describing, I think. I think he actually breaks the scale of what I'm describing.
What do you mean, how so?
Because it's like, okay, so it's like you should be like in consideration for it. He removes consideration.
Yes.
He's just the best.
Yeah.
Reverse Flash is like teetering that level.
He really teeters it. He is sick. He's crazy sick.
So I guess, yeah, like there's definitely like a tipping point to it, but I think being like relevant enough is, I mean, you know, and also just being interesting enough. Because there's plenty of primes where it's like you might not be the most meta viable, but like you were cool.
Unless you did something unique.
Like Anarchy, dude.
They should at least do, some unique fun effect. And like, if they were all more so geared to how Anarchy is, they would actually get a higher rating from me, because I like that design more so for a prime.
Yeah.
I think a prime should have some unique effect that's like, oh yeah, not only is this like not only a unique figure, it says any other figure like this cannot be played. So it really should do some pseudo twist. I don't want to say game breaking, but a game twisting effect is what I like to see from
That's
a
what
prime.
I like to see from primes too. It also, I think, depends on who the character is. Because I think somebody like, you know, like Prime Destroyer might not need like a game altering effect, but yeah, like give him the ability to stay in the fight. That's not what it did.
True. But, very true.
Well, actually, I guess the most recent Prime Destroyer, I was thinking War of the Realms, not Smash and Destroy.
Oh, well, he's the more iconic Prime Destroyer, so that's fair.
That's, yeah. The reason I was thinking of him is because I'm sorting my collection, and I came across his card, and I was like, yeah. I don't know where his figure is now.
Heck yeah.
Anyways, additional elements is the next category. So we have new one with alternate cards, and then we have some one-shots.
Yeah.
Which, the one-shots are pretty solid. Alternate cards, conceptually, I really enjoy them.
I think them a lot.
They're really, really cool. Obviously, legacy cards are preferred, but why not a world where we get both?
Well, it is kind of the thing, and I had to explain this to a lot of people, because if you look back on every Disney Plus set ever made, there's never any legacy cards.
No.
So, this being a Disney Plus property, X-Men 97 is a Disney Plus show, there is something with television rights or comic rights or whatever, I don't know, where they don't do legacy cards for these sets. So a lot of people at the local venue were complaining about no legacy cards, but it was literally alternate cards or probably nothing. So if the opportunity is I get nothing, I would rather have something, typically. And I like them too, like the idea that it puts a fun spin on a common or uncommon dial. So like the common, uncommon dial can still be played in pulp or whatever, but then if you pull the alternate card for it, hey, this breeds new life into the same figure that just came out. I think that's really sick, honestly. I really like it.
What I'm hoping with alternate cards too is like, okay, so let's say you have like, I don't know, you got your Batman, and then the alternate Batman card is maybe like a deep cut reference to like a comic from like
that'd
the
be
70s.
Really sick. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, hey, like that one time he used a gun, you know, in the first appearance or something.
That would be
That's
sick.
not a great example. I'm trying to think of a better one.
That'd be really cool.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's an alternate card where Captain America didn't use his shield or something.
Sure.
You know, like that could be a really fun way to do it. There's a lot of directions they can go with alternate cards. I think a majority of them
were
adds actually
life.
Really good in this set too. So the additional elements, like I want to give it like a 9 out of 10.
Oh wow, that's
I
really
strong. I want to take away 1 point because there's no legacy cards like that. I know why. I'm not complaining.
9 out of 10 seems really strong because I'm not really blown away by like. Obviously, there are really good one shots and like the alternate cards are really cool, but there's no like constructs or equipment or anything that like super blows me away.
I think they tried something new, so I'm giving them a high score.
Okay, that's fair
because I really think that they tried something new, and I think they nailed it. Like that morph. I'm excited to play both versions of it.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, I'm excited to play both versions of it. You know, like you can look at plenty of figures. Cyclops had like both versions. Again, I want to play Beast. I want to play
that Wolverine, version. Both versions of him. I love.
Yeah, they're
I like
totally
both
fine,
of them. Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So it's like it's breathing new life. It's giving you new opportunity.
I'd probably give it a 7.5.
Sure.
From my like above, it's like definitely above average. Really solid. I like it.
I think. I mean, like, I guess another thing I'm rating it on is: do I hope that they continue this? And the answer is
definitely.
Yes.
Please. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like with Rally Dice, I was like, I don't who cares?
So many rules and keeping track of stuff.
With sidekicks and captains, who cares?
Oh, that was rough.
You know,
That was rough.
and that's not necessarily an additional element. It's an additional
It was a game mechanic.
mechanic.
Yeah, it was a mechanic. Yeah.
So it's like with legacy cards, it's like, that's like the cream of the crop. We all love legacy cards. We love the kind of the territory that comes around them, guessing them, and just kind of like hoping that the one figure that you love gets one. You can finally bring them back. With that being the pinnacle, I think this has similar essence in that it adds additional utility gameplay to figures that you already have, and it adds additional value. So I think they nailed it, and I think they're all, for the most part, pretty solid. The next category is sealed. I did not play any sealed of this set.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I'll talk about it. I played 2 sealed tournaments, 2 boosters.
It seems solid.
No, whatever. And I thought it was great. So there seemed to be there are bombs in this set. Obviously, there's Prime Rogue. There's Chase Magneto. I think Sinister to an extent is pretty tough to take out with that bystander, kind of depending. But definitely Prime Rogue and definitely Magneto are 100% some sealed bombs. Prime Cable, not really a sealed bomb. Doesn't really have movement attack unless he gets super lucky, so I'm okay with that. So besides those 2 figures, and it's kind of the same thing, Smash and Destroy had, like, I would say 1 sealed bomb in Destroyer Prime. So, like, that would definitely mess you up. I don't think Spider-Man had any crazy sealed bombs besides, I guess, there's a Captain Universe. He would be a sealed bomb. But
and even then, he got beat.
He did. So, and I'm going to base my answer off of like my games and then also one other game that happened. So someone did pull the Chase Magneto and that didn't win that day. So even if you pull Chase Magneto, you can still make a lot of attacks. There's a rare Wolverine that makes 3 attacks against Brotherhood of Mutants. There are figures that do penetrating damage versus all of these robots. There's lots of robots in the set. So I think it plays well within itself. I pulled 2 rares, which is usually a death sentence in sealed, and I won the very first like pre-release sealed that we did, which was awesome. Won the alternate card. It was really cool. The second time, I got rare Prime and then super rare Emma Frost. Still played a lot of Kurt, obviously. I played those 2, though, and went 3-0 with like team wipes. And the only reason I didn't win that one is because Simeon scored like 10 more points than me. He also went 3-0. Simeon had Abscissa, and then he had the Super Magneto. Nice. Throwing terrain at people. So also really good pulls, right? So he's the one that won that one over like the rare Prime and then the super rare. So I really like a lot of the commons. Like that Jubilee is a good common pick. She's a running shot potential pen side piece. Wolverine is a great rare. The Wolverine that lets you mastermind to him does keep your sealed team alive. The Cyclops is a really good sealed pick, right? There's all sorts of simple ones. Morph, amazing. So like most of these guys, besides like Gambit, if I really objectively look at like all these ones, the 2 Gambits in the commons, not good. But Jean Grey and Madeline, really good in sealed. They're TKs, totally. They're probs. There's plenty of leadership to go around, which is very nice. There's plenty of flight to go around for carry. This is really long-winded in saying this is like the best sealed set I've played in all year so far. I really enjoy it, and I'm going to give it like pretty much a 9 just because like Prime Rogue and Magneto exist. Yeah. And that's the only, because there are sealed bombs. If there were truly no sealed bombs, it would be a 10. But because there are like 2, I'm going to give it a 9, which I think is well earned. I think it's a great sealed set.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very, like, just from a distance, looks great. Again, didn't play in it. I don't think I should rank it. But yeah, I was going to give it like an 8 or a 9. I think I was like, I mean, it looks solid.
Yeah.
For competitive impact out of 10, so do a little guessing game.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a lot of stuff that sees the competitive tables from this set? Personally, I think there's honestly not a ton. I would like say Sinister, Rogue, Nightcrawler, Cable.
About the same as any other set, right?
Probably.
Like 5 to 8-ish figures, right? Yeah.
Because it's like they all have like really, there's a lot of really strong, very synergistic X-Men effects. And part of what I'm basing my answer on is like, I just don't think the X-Men can pull it together. Like the Cyclops alternate card, I want to create a good enough reason. I haven't found it yet. The Nightcrawler alternate card, maybe there's an X-Men dropship team. Haven't found it yet. The Morph Revive for X-Men seems like that could be the glue to making some crazy X-Men stuff happening. So maybe there's more. So, like things like that Cyclops could now be thrown in if you can find that combination.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, it's easy to tell you, like, oh, these figures are just better than other figures, right? But then, there's always the sets that end up having more impact than you initially thought. I feel like, let me think of a good example of that. I don't have one off the top of my head.
That had more impact than you initially thought. I would probably say, like, Spider-Man. Not this year's Spider-Man, but Spider-Man Prime, where everybody wrote him off or, didn't really think about him. And I was like, oh, this guy's actually going to be the meta-defining piece to play all year long.
Yeah, so things like that happen. Yeah, I don't really have like an answer for that. Yeah. But I think a good example of that is something like Masters of Time, where things from that set have unfolded like more and more.
Yeah.
Like there's been certain things that have, like Super Swords or recent development.
I mean, Master of Time is like close to a 10.
Yeah, that's
competitive
like
stuff.
Still,
if not like a 10.
I think
so
it has
for
to
this,
be.
Yeah.
I feel like this set for like competitive impact is probably sitting around like a 6 or a 7.
I mean, I feel like 7 is very fair, but I think most sets really have like sub 10 figures that are like, you can look at them and be like meta, like 100%, right? So I think it fits in line with that.
Yeah, that's true. So
I'd give like a 7.5. For me, I would lean towards like it being a fairly competitive set just for the fact that it's got...
lesser more than the average is maybe the way that you look at it. Maybe like a 1 to 10 scale isn't exactly...
Okay, sure. So if we're saying, yeah. Because I would say most sets really do
higher
sit around
or lower
like,
than the average set? Does it have...
I think it's on par. I think it's about right with the average set for what like competitively viable stuff, at least at first glance.
Do you think there's any figures that are going to surprise you? I don't think so. But there might be some crazy X-Men teams that actually come out of it. That's what makes me go like, And the Cyclops being able to turn anyone X-Men, and then Morph being able to revive any X-Man makes me go, maybe.
Oh, gosh, just 100-point combo to do that.
I'm not saying like you play both of them together.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like either or,
or
potentially both. I mean, again, Morph can have any power. Like, it's not unreasonable.
True. Yeah.
I don't know. I think there might be more to this set than meets the eye. A little Transformer X-Men.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
I'd give it a 7.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think
it's about average. I think 7's like average, yeah.
I think like it might be a little below average in terms of what is going to be impacting the game. I mean, the one shot is very strong, like the working together. Definitely some of the chases. It's hard to gauge, and I don't think there's going to be many figures that like come out of the woodworks here, like there was with Masters of Time. Like Caveman Wally West was largely like written off. Got played.
Yeah, he was 10 attack. Man, he's not
Super
good.
Sword largely written off. He's like very playable now. But then you have figures like Prodegaton, where it's like obviously that's going to get played. So things like that continue to happen. I don't think that's going to happen with this set where people come like back to it. I think things are going to be found pretty quickly, and I think it's lower than usual. Anyway, yeah. Enough explanation for why.
So grand overall score, Ian, what'd you end up with?
Grand overall score? I don't know.
Oh, I added mine together. I got 55.5.
I feel like it's unfair to do that because you're not weighing it.
Nah, not really.
It's just like, it's like so unfair because it's like, oh, I really like the additional elements, but I didn't like the CUR. Those are not weighted the same. One of them is the entire set. One of them is a stack of cards.
Yeah, true.
If I were to give it just like an overall score...
Overall, out of 10?
An Ian out of 10, let's see. I don't know. I, again, don't really like the X-Men. Competitive play is not like super... Like, it interests me, but not to the point like it used to. Casually, it looks very fun. I'm very excited to run some X-Men teams. The color of the set's fantastic.
I do love the colors. I do love how bright and vibrant it is.
It looks like it plays well with itself. I think considering everything, the primes are great, the super rares are great, the chases are great. CUR is like close, but there's some the great high highs, low lows. We've said this before. Round it all together, I would give this set probably about a 7.5. I think where I'm at. I think it's above average for me. I enjoy it more than other sets.
Yeah,
but I don't like love it. It's not as bad as Smash and Destroy, but it's not much more interesting than, say, I don't know. What's a set that's like okay, like Spider-Man? Sure, it's like around where Spider-Man is, which Spider-Man was about a 7.5.
So for me, it is where Spider-Man is. But that's because I really didn't like Spider-Man. So this set is like a 6 for me. You know, there's very few figures I want, kind of similar to Spider-Man. I could be like, yeah, there's like 3 things I really need out of this set, and then there's a handful of other things mechanically that I want to build with, and that's where this set kind of lies. So again, character choice, that plays a big thing. I've said it multiple times, not X-Men people. Don't really like them.
Don't love them.
So, like, the one character I need is Captain America. Got him. After that, it's Nightcrawler because he's dope, and then after that, it's whatever mechanically is cool to like build around that helps Nightcrawler, Captain America, and stuff like that from the set. So, I enjoyed the X-Men 97 show a little bit. It was pretty cool. Like, I didn't think it was blow my socks off.
Too episodic,
like a lot of people.
for me.
It was very episodic. It was see you next week. Ooh, big cliffhanger, and the cliffhanger was always kind of just like
then
brushed
it's just
aside.
a new episode.
Yeah, which I really heavily disliked. But
there was a big event every episode, and the next episode, it
was like whatever, that's over. The next thing, yeah.
Wolverine just got absolutely bodied. He got the adamantium ripped out of his body.
And he's just sitting in bed.
A whole city got destroyed.
Okay.
Like, we acknowledge it. They acknowledge it, but it's like not really much for aftermath for anything.
So, yeah, I think like a 6.
I enjoyed watching the show.
Is about where I'm at. Yeah, that's fair.
But the people who were watching it live, the people who were like reporting about it,
those guys were a little. They were a bit much.
That was intense.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was the same way with Moon Knight, where it was like episode 5 changed my life. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What?
It was really tough. I was seeing like a physical therapist at the time when I was like I was going to physical therapy, and one thing the doctor and I had in common was like we were both watching Moon Knight, and we were going through all these weeks, and like, yeah, dude, I was like really excited for the first like 3 episodes. And then, after that, I was like, we can talk about something else. She's like, oh, what? Really? I'm like, I really don't like Moon Knight anymore. Really not enjoying it at all. So let's talk about...
We are certified D1 haters on this channel. I feel like...
We keep it real.
Yeah,
I'm a D1 lover. The stuff
D1
I love.
honester.
Yeah, dude, we're
D1
honest.
truther.
We're super honest. There's things we like, things we don't like. I think that's okay. Can't like everything.
Yeah, the back half of Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Miserable. I think it's
miserable TV.
Incredibly fair. I think it's pretty awful. And I mean, there's like Iron Fist did it, Ash vs. Evil Dead did it, a handful of other shows did it, where they put the protagonist in a mental asylum. I hate that so much. It's like my least favorite thing ever.
We don't progress.
It's not even a trope. Yeah, we don't.
You're taking a third of the show, 2 episodes, for him to like go through this kind of like museum of his thoughts and to discover himself.
And there's good acting in it, which, by the way,
that's fine. But it's more interesting, I think, if you like hide those things or tease those things rather than fully undress it.
Yeah.
Because even at the end of that, you still don't really know Moon Knight because he's an unreliable narrator. So show bits and pieces of it, and then so you show me all that. You give me 2 whole episodes of that, and then he blacks out in the fight scene. And they go, who was that? I don't care about the third personality. No. I want to see Moon Knight.
I think that's a really big thing to note.
Moon Knight.
Because a ton of people were just obsessed with the third personality. That's all they cared about. And I was like, we barely know Mark and Steven. Yeah. Let's just see Moon Knight. We barely see Moon Knight in the Moon Knight show. I'd like to see more Moon Knight, please. Because he's a cool character.
Moon Knight's not a character I need a background on. I just need to be confused and going, oh, but he's balling.
I think he's exactly. I mean, that's like his like essence online is that he's just like a crazy dude. He's just like scrambled eggs for brains, but he kicks butt. And that's what makes him cool.
I saw a short about Moon Knight going to prison on purpose to kill Main Mountain Marco.
Actually, Mountain Marco? Dude, that rocks.
So, because like the storyline was that like he was going to get out of jail and like continue to like beat his wife who like is trying to get away from her.
Okay.
And so Moon Knight's like, yeah, not going to happen. And so he's like chained up, like no shirt on. He just has his like mask on. He looks so cool. And then he gets in like this jail cell.
So sick.
They try to stop him from getting in this fight with him. And he's like, Then he goes and beats the heck out of him. Heck yeah. So yeah, I want to read that.
That actually sounds really cool. It's like a one shot or something, probably. Yeah. That sounds so sick.
In a story like that, I don't need to know. Oh, Moon Knight, his parents ran him over as a child. Like that doesn't matter. I mean, okay, it does matter.
Oh my gosh!
But I don't need 2 whole episodes of it.
No,
you can flash those things, and I can, as the watcher, put the 2 and 2 together and say like. He's a disturbed person.
I prefer like bits of dialogue to any flashback. I prefer like a callback or a reference, or it's like, oh, something is this way, or something that like the viewer, can feel smart for picking up on.
Yeah.
That's what I would always prefer. I'd rather you breadcrumb me than be like, this is it.
And here's a talking hippo, and by the way, he's depressed.
I really disliked her so much. Did not like the hippo lady
whatever
at all.
it was.
And Layla got Moon Knight shot. I'm tired of arguing that. She 1,000,000% got him shot.
Who's arguing that?
Oh, dude, a handful of people. Like, oh,
no, we have to talk about this right now. Hey, we're
you don't.
We're getting chased by terrorists.
We're in a tomb full of terrorists.
Terrorist assassins.
They're trying to kill us. We have to talk about my father right now. No, we really don't.
Oh, hello, Moon Knight. I've got my guns pointed at you, which have bullets in them.
That was the most like frustrating.
And will shoot you.
Like there's so many frustrating times in television. Like in Breaking Bad, you're like, I wish these people would just talk to each other. That would solve so many issues. If they would just talk to each other. In Moon Knight, it was literally just like, oh my gosh, can we just leave this place first? Why do we? Why is this? Is right above us? Yeah,
literally right there.
So frustrating because then you see him, he gets shot and he's in the pool.
I want to talk. I feel like you don't like me anymore. Babe, come on.
Hey man, yeah,
like
dude,
that.
It's like that was just so frustrating. One of those frustrating things in that.
It sucks because I was also like week 1. I'm like, yo, this show rips.
Oh, that was one
week
of the
2.
coolest.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Some of the best first episodes
week 3,
ever.
I'm like, no way. And then when you look at it as a whole, it's like that meme of the horse being drawn.
Yeah,
where it's like super detailed.
Fire, nice horse, and then like the scribbly, like boxy looking horse.
I just won't stand for like that being good TV, and for people saying, okay, well maybe Ian just doesn't like that kind of stuff. The show Legion, the first season of that, honestly, first two seasons of that show were amazing, and that's very much of similar essence where he's like trying to piece together stuff.
Legion's,
but it doesn't spell it out for you. You have to figure it out as a watcher.
That's why it's interesting, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Moon Knight's just. He's sad.
We're waiting for the show to give us more detail. I don't want the show to give us more. I want it to give us a little tip. Yeah, I don't know. We've been talking about Moon Knight for like 10 minutes. X-Men 97.
Keep going. This is what it's like.
We certainly could. Guys. That is true. We just kind of
just
rip. Yeah, just kind of chat, talk. Hey.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about X-Men 97.
Yeah.
And then that somehow was
being episodic, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, pretty
X-Men 97
overall,
was a better watch than Moon Knight.
It definitely was. Oh, definitely was. But it definitely hinged off of these hype moments and then cliffhangers. And it was a lot of fluff.
It was a lot of fluff. It was a lot of fluff.
I will say one thing I wish
it would have been more interesting if they would have extrapolated the things happening. Like Genosha could have been like a 3-part series.
Way more. Yeah, dude.
They showed up and it got blown up in the same episode.
The life death stuff, all that was in like a side story. It wasn't as like into the life death stuff, even though it was cool with the adversary and Storm getting her powers back. But like that was at least a little more drawn out, being a part of one episode and then a part of another episode, being a B plot in 2 episodes.
Yeah, it is.
Made it have more life. But then it was a B plot to like the Jubilee. That whole thing got wrapped up being in the video game, and then with Mojo,
which was also cool,
which was really cool. But then Genosha was like a side, like the A plot to the first life death, where it was like, oh man,
yeah,
just gets blown up. Which, if you've ever seen like Wolverine and the X-Men, the 2009 show, that a big part of that is like getting to Genosha and all this stuff. And so I feel like
they could have slowed down.
Yeah,
is the biggest thing in that show. They could have slowed down, taken a little bit more time. Overall, good show. Overall, pretty good set. I already own quite a bit of it, so I'm happy with that. And definitely the stuff that I'm excited to play in this set, I am very excited to play. So high highs, low lows.
Absolutely.
What would you have given Lantern Legacy as a whole?
Oh, as a whole for a set, that's like a 9 for me.
I think I'm a 9 too.
I'm like a big 9 on Lantern Legacy.
Yeah.
Just because it has many different sub-themes that I want to build, which are ironically almost all Herald, right? But still, I want to build a Green Lantern team, a Red Lantern team, a Yellow Lantern team. I played the Sinestro Corps, I played the Green Lanterns, and I had a blast with all of them. It has the constructs and equipment, it has fun one-shots that make me want to do like unique team-building stuff. I just like lanterns. They're my favorite part of the DC universe.
Money. The primes were
love
great.
The constructs. Primes are amazing.
Sub-themes are, I mean, I like just about everything in that set, but I mean, I do kind of want to deduct some points for the extensive Hals and Kyles, because the majority of them are just not very good.
Yeah, they are.
But I still do want to play 6 of them on a 300-point team. And just generate swords and whatnot. Sounds like a good time. All right, guys.
Wow, guys.
Sign us out, Calder.
Hey, just as a reminder, Daily Street is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock every day, including all the latest Heroclix singles and seal products. Make sure you check them out at coolstuffinc.com. And you can use code DIALH10 at the shop.whizkids site. Get yourself 10% off select Heroclix products. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of your Heroclix videos, podcasts, and more, make sure you dial H. And like always, happy trails.